get ourselves into Discord and into the session. Just have a look at the weather before we go in. Ooh, chance of perception 56% up to 96%. So yeah, we could have some rain tonight. And we need to be in the Honda Civic Type R. Get ourselves registered and in. At which point we will be going quiet because we're now heading over to Discord to join the team. Good evening.
Good evening.
How are we doing?
I'm sad.
Why?
Already. There's no rain.
Oh, right. The rain dance hasn't worked then.
No, alas.
According to the thing on the page, it gives it up to 96% chance. We could get some.
Mic check.
Spotter, radio check.
You gotta watch the track limit. Just run up 131. Hello. lap for rain 130.90. Quickest lap for Newman, 130.22.
Where are you going, Paul?
I was letting you through, mate. Letting you through.
Track limits, pay attention.
That's not the line, Wobbly.
The cheat line.
Fuck off.
E7. Car in front's just done at 132.70. Sector 3 is 1.5 off the pace. Sector 1's 0.9 off the pace. Quick lap for lap 130.12. Sector 3 is 1.8 seconds off the pace. Sector 1 is 1.1 off the pace. E7. Sector 2 is 0.8 off the pace. Sector 3 is 1.5 off the pace. The track's heating up. It's now 112 Fahrenheit. Sector 1 is 0.9 off the pace. You gotta watch the track limit. Good evening.
Evening, Carl.
How are we?
All good?
Very well. Very well. Yeah, it's not raining, mate.
I was gonna do it to you.
Yay.
I've got which button it was, but yeah, it was fun.
Sector 1 is 1.6 off the pace. Sector 1 is 1.1 seconds off the pace. Down a second, Sector 2. Car behind you's just done a 1:34.89.
Evening.
Hello? You alright?
Yeah, but my settings are fucked up again. My son's been on the computer, so I'm gonna kill him.
Sector 3 is 3.1 off the pace.
Fucking go down. Right, but the traffic light, Jesus Christ. Hi guys.
Hi.
Hello.
You alright?
Everyone alright today?
Alright, the track's heating up.
Very well.
16 degrees.
Yeah, that's better. Sorted it, I think.
Fuck a doodle do, is that Chris Dixon?
It would be.
Sound like call. Just because I heard your voice. I need a Geordie one. So if someone could sing that in Geordie.
Probably get me daughter to sing it.
Do it.
She's not in at the minute though. She's with her
Sector
mother.
2 is 0.8.
Can she sing it as well? Because it's kind of a crescendo. I know Carl can hit those notes if someone kicks them in the nuts very, very hard.
Has anyone got a setup for this track?
All I'm using, mate, is did you have the VIR 25, what I sent out to everyone?
No, I don't think so. I'll just...
You should do. I sent it to you. I sent it all to you, didn't I?
Yeah, I might do then, hang on.
Just check that, that's all I'm using, mate.
9. Car behind's just done a 1:34.04. That's a new fast lap 4. We're at 1:30.08.
That fucking Rob.
Fucking Rob.
Fucking Rob.
Yeah, VIR race 25.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, I've got it. Right.
Just make sure it's on 2-wing.
I started the day on crutches today, Carl.
Yeah, it is.
Why?
Sector 1 is 1.2 seconds off the pace.
I'm old, mate. So I'm going to be even slower.
What was wrong? Apart from a sore leg?
Yeah, something like that. I know, I got a ligament damage in my foot.
Oh. Not good.
And after all that karting we did the other week.
Sector 2 is 1.2 seconds.
Where was that?
Clay.
Yeah, good track. I haven't been there for donkey's years.
Well, next time. You're retired now. I know you live up north, don't you?
No, I'm just coaches during the weekends.
Is that code for like something?
Yeah, that's where I am from. But through the week,
my name.
Yeah, through the week I'm
P10.
up with work, so
Sector 3 is 1.1 seconds off the pace. Sector 1.
Bash him off the road,
1.2
Fiona.
seconds off the pace. is 1.2 off the pace. Caution. E13. Sector 3 is 2.0 seconds off the pace. Track 1, let's pay attention. Pit lane speed limit is 45 miles per hour. 300 feet. 100 feet. Left front 81%, right rear 96. Car behind us is just done off 136.06. Exit's clear, watch the line. Track temp's decreasing. It's now 112 degrees.
Yeah, I will do. Another lap and I'll be in the pits, so I'll share them.
Just 132.
E15. Track temp is decreasing. It's now 108 degrees. Sector 1 is 1.5 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.7 off the pace. Okay, yellow.
Yeah, you should have it now, Fee. No problem.
Got some traffic on this exit. Watch your mirrors. Track temp is falling. It's now 104 degrees. It's just 133.47. Caution. D18. Track limits, pay attention.
I'm going to do an update on the rift because I feel like living dangerously.
Well, mate.
Fair enough. How's that going then, Fee? Is it alright?
Seems to be at the minute.
Yeah, the back end, till you warm the tyres up, the back end's a bit loose. But, yeah, it's not too bad.
It's that bad, you can put your brake bias forward a click or two.
Yeah, I did.
Track's warming up. It's now 1:08 Fahrenheit. Sector 1 is 1.4 seconds off the pace. P19.
Could somebody speak, please?
No.
Hello.
Huzzah! Thank you.
Sector 1 is 0.9 off the pace. Track temps up, it's now 112 degrees.
Krista Dixon, did you have another
Alright, yellow here.
Honda?
Just the one that Carl was on about.
Oh, okay, right, I've got the one.
Sector 3 is 1.3
The
off the pace.
VIR-25, I think you said it was.
Yeah, cool.
Sector 1 is
Have you got it,
0.8
Robert?
off the pace.
Yeah, I was just gonna fuck around with another one and then see if I can make some changes to this one. See what. I like living dangerously.
You gotta watch the track limit.
I'm really not used to the re-grip push you get from it.
Good evening, all.
Hello, mate. You alright?
Evening.
Yeah, all good. I'm excited. Very excited.
And you can get pills for that, Jay.
Watch your speed here.
Last time I did that though, it got stuck in my throat. I had a stiff neck all night.
Nice. Is that like a Prince reference?
300 feet.
Ah.
100 feet.
Yeah.
I missed.
Oh gosh.
I missed.
Keeping on.
Front 93%. Rear left 98.
And then there were tires every way.
I knew there were tires. I tried to do the same thing in practice, and then I realized there were tires. Yes, so I'm like,
So I couldn't see it from the first initial contact, so I was just going in a straight line, and they got me one.
Jesus, Carl, just watch that back.
That's a new fastest lap for Newman. 1:30, 1:02.
did anything change with the TCRs from last season to this?
Nah.
Nothing apart from the fixed setups, if that's what you're using, but I doubt very much you're using that.
Okay, the exit's clear. Go, go, go. Track's cooling down. It's now 108 degrees.
Right, all best of luck for tonight in the championships.
Caution here.
Championships as well, and yeah, hopefully you get to see a few of you in the interview booth tonight.
Right,
Yeah,
good luck with the broadcast, mate.
Who do I need to stay out of the way of?
So you've got Michael and Tony racing with Jamie for, well, Michael's probably got it, but second and third is really close in Pro-Am, which is Tony and Michael. Tony and, fuck me, who is it? Jamie. And then you've got Pete, Wobbly, battling for Pro. And Pro-Am is, we're trying to help Chris.
Dixon.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, all the ones what are going to be quicker than you and I.
Yeah, but it's like what happens when they come to pit to lap me, you know?
Yeah. Hello, Mr. PBG.
Hello.
You alright?
Yes. Bit slow, but I'm alright.
Track temp's decreasing. It's now 104 Fahrenheit. Sector 2 is 1.1 seconds off the pace.
Cheers, Chris.
Somebody telling me, I said, I couldn't hear him, but whatever he said, okay.
So cheers.
He said, fuck you,
Right.
prick.
I just give him room to get past because he's obviously miles quicker than me. I might not. Yeah, I might not learn fast in the race.
Like I'll kill Eddie.
Sector 3 is 1.8 off the pace. gotta watch the track limit.
That's a shabby. Cheers, Pete.
So Pete, first lap.
Yeah. Well, if you don't, but
B21.
yeah, I think I overslow a bit here.
It's a new fastest lap for Web 130.00.
Oh, that fuel.
Sector 2 is 0.8 off the pace. Okay, you got one exiting the pits. Sector 3 is 1.3 off the pace. It's a new fastest lap for Web 129.92. Track limits, pay attention.
Yeah, thanks.
And then Jeb.
on camber on both sides.
That's it. I'm not running that set, but it is.
That's better, Rob.
Probably set runs out of tyre really quick.
On Akbar!
Gotta slow down and get back some time here.
Thank you, Chris Dixon.
Sector 1 is 1.5, off the pace. The track temp is decreasing, it's now 100 Fahrenheit. Sector 2 is 1.8 seconds, off the pace. B-22. Sector 3 is 1.8 seconds, off the pace. You're the second off in Sector 1. Sector 2 is 1.2 seconds, off the pace.
Stay?
Yeah.
On that setup you're on, make sure you knock your fuel level up before the race, because it's only set at 30 litres.
Okay, pump 1 ready.
Do it now. Yeah, I've just checked mine, it was only at 30, so yours will be the
300
same.
feet. 100 feet. Front left, 89%. Left rear, 97.
$35 seconds. Pit stop for fuel, full fuel, no tyres.
Track temp's falling, it's now 96 degrees. It's the fastest lap for Web 129.80.
I think we're looking about like 2 pit stops, 35 litres in one, and
Thank you,
8
Thank
or
you,
9, something like that.
So one full stop and one short stop.
Yeah. That's at 1.42/3. basically, yeah, 143.
That is a 325, turn 2.
Warming up, it's now 100 degrees.
Probably start at 42, yeah?
Yep, definitely, yeah.
Come on, Payne, where is it? Sorry, I'm speaking. I should be speaking. You mute.
Traffic behind you, careful here, yellow. Alright, the track's heating up, it's now 104 degrees. 15 minutes. Clear here, watch the line. B24. Sector 1's 1.7 seconds off the pace. You gotta watch the track limit.
Go on, Carl.
Where is he?
Thank you, my darling.
We didn't get through it.
Get a bit excited then, say for the race.
Oh, awesome. That was so professional from you.
It was brilliant, wasn't it? So, welcome, folks. If it was absolutely professional, it wouldn't be Bstv. So, welcome, folks. This is week 12 of Backfire Simsport TV TCR Telescope Season 20. This is the season finale.
Oh, I'm going to have a quick wee and a fag.
Track Guide Endurance season finale. In acknowledgement of Jay's fantastic contribution to this season's broadcast, where he's been an absolute.
You're a second off the pace in Sector 1.
I am Pete Bingham, and in the booth, please, obviously, the man, the myth, the legend, Jay Crawley. Good evening.
Good evening, Pete. I hope you're having a fantastic afternoon and evening so far.
Oh, always. It's only going to get better because we have got a real show for everybody that's watching this evening, and there's plenty of people watching actually. It's attracted lots of people. Also in the booth is another legend, Sam Music. Good evening.
Sector 2 is 0.7 off the pace.
And you did well on getting yourself back on track, calling me a legend as well.
Of course, always. Right, Mid-Ohio. Before we get on to the cars and the standings, what is going on in the league?
10 minutes left.
Probably the most nail-biting finish we've had for a number of seasons. We are at Mid-Ohio. This is a track of many, many challenges, and we've been here so many times, and it's never failed to deliver so far. Sam, Mid-Ohio, what's that corner called?
Oh, don't ask me the corner name. I just know Spa and most of the Nürburgring Nordschleife, but the other one doesn't exist for me.
Yeah, so...
And I know there's a Le Mans somewhere in Sebring, but that's it.
Yeah, true. So we've got China Beach, we've got the X's, we've got Thunder Valley, we've got the Carousel, as we have on every American track. And we've got Keyhole, which is that hairpin at the end of the mock straight that you can see.
Track limits, pay attention.
Straight with the kink in it. This one we've been racing for ages. It seems to have been around forever, and we've got the chance of rain, but it's only 1% chance apparently, according to the way that the weather works. What do you reckon for this? It's a great track for an end of season, though, isn't it?
Oh, it's an awesome track for any time in the season, but especially on a last race, endurance race. It is even better. Pit lane entry is a bit tricky on this one, I feel like. I don't know, Jay, what you think about that, but I think it's really tricky, so it's going to be interesting to see all of the pit stuff during this specific last race.
Yeah, it's going to be cool. And Jay, I've seen some, but not all of your track guide for this week. You're very articulate about how to take a lot of these corners, because they're not easy, are they? The sequences of corners, are they?
No, and even though if you're looking at the track map, the first half of the track looks relatively simple, but they're pretty fast corners, and you've got very little time to pick a perfect
300 feet.
Especially the keyhole with the elevation,
100 feet.
the temperature, and what the weather's like at the time. It can completely change how you take that corner.
Front left, 95%. Left rear, 99.
Yes, is Thunder Valley, which is one of my favourite straight names in the entirety of the carousel. Like, the elevation changes.
Oh, was I reduced?
Wide through here or back from it. Like,
No, I'm struggling a bit. I need to be a bit quicker.
Yeah, it's a good point. There's a lot of areas on this track.
Track's cooling down. It's now 100 degrees.
Yeah, I can't get in the 31s. I need to be in the 31s. I should be getting the mid 31s, 31.5, but I just can't get there.
Yeah, I don't think it's nothing.
I suppose wild outside, chances of rain right at the very, very, very end of the race. Which is quite close. We are approaching the end. We have got a lot
That's a new fast lap for Newman, 129.69.
but this is the first one he's actually managed to get himself in line to. Hardy Simple.
I'll be my only 29 of the night.
We've got 26 drivers in the field this evening, which is very healthy numbers. Let's have a lap on. Oh no, let's do the lap on board during our website session. Where are we? It's an endurance race, folks. They're all on 38%, 35%, and they will have to a couple of times, I think, most. Let me go and find the pro standards, because these are tighter than a duck's butt. What? Is that funny?
I don't know. I don't know. Oh, you know that, but I don't want to know.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, give me a bet, I don't know, but...
Well, yeah, let's stay with that. Tight as a submarine door. I've got all. Wobbly is currently and very tentatively the leader of this series and overall. So he's only 27 points ahead of Pete Newman, who is in turn only 26 points ahead of Stephen Walker. I don't remember the leads went 3.
5 minutes left.
And I know that every occasion of seeing that battle right to the end. Jay, this one I'm nervous about. I think we calculated that Wobbly needs to finish within 5 physical places of being new in order to take the victories of the season overall. What do you reckon? It's a dry track, it's stable environment. Do you think Wobbly throw away now, or is he going to have to fight this all the way at the end? What do you reckon?
If practice times are able to go by, it's going to be say next. I do have a theory. If it stays like this as it is now, and stays like this during qualifying with Pete and Wobbly as 1-2, I feel that them going up into the corner that we're watching now, CBS's, and the same thing happens. If Wobbly's the one that goes we did have race, I can watch what Wobbly tries to get within those 5 positions, but until then it's Wobbly to lose. We've managed to watch all the action go right to the last race of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's going to be a 3-race fight. We were robbed of that finish. You were in that season, Jay. Yeah, it would have been a beautiful end to that season to see them fighting it out on track it wasn't to see. So let's hope that this season can be the one that we were robbed of previously. Right, let's talk Pro-Am now. Sam, I know you joined this season and the broadcast a bit later in the season, but Michael Hall, he's not miles away here. He's only 9 points away from Tony Walker. This one's a bit beyond Freddie Van Eekhoven, I would say. Tony's in with a shout, but it would require Michael Hall to ruin the car very, very quickly and early on. What do you say?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a tough call, and I count 99 and not 101, but anyway, it's math for you in a nutshell. Yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah, I think it's a bit of a stretch even for Tony, but you never know what can happen. I crashed it early on. I wish not for any of them, but everything can happen. So it's still open, but it's going to be harder to fight for that one than it is for the Pro Championship.
Yeah. Alright, cool. And then into the AM standings. Daniel Lewis, he would have
2 minutes left.
A series of penalties that would put him beyond everything. So this one is a done deal in my opinion. Jay, I don't know whether you think there's any chance for Paul Hill to score that amount of points, but I think it's mathematically impossible, right?
Yeah, I completely agree with you on this one. Daniel's had such a fantastic season. One or two winners, but that's what we've got before. And so, yeah, it would take absolute Max Verstappen level of... actually, no.
Car behind's just done a 132.93.
A double day. Right, team standing. We have Result XPO sitting just 11 points down for the fastest time. Ahead of Hydro SG, I think, for this one could go either way. We've got 1, 2, Hydro race. Yeah. So we've got Wobbly and Steve Sam, Breeze, Leanne, we've got
What's fuel going to take for quali?
That's all the time. B24.
Fortunately,
14.
That's the end of the session. B24.
Sounds about right.
Freddie Van Eekhoven.
Good luck, guys.
4 votes. There's a couple of drivers
Yeah.
Jamie and Jaden on 3 votes each, and then 3 drivers on 2 votes. Pete Newman and Casper. Depends on how this one goes. There's the new race as well tonight for that one. And then the final.
Alright, DX, it's clear. Push all you can. We have 14 minutes to settle out. Yellow here.
That Crowther is leading Sir Alan, same driver. Sir Alan is on the track. Sir Alan. There's a whole load of people actually in the chat at the moment for this finale. And Michael Hall is second. He's not just fast, he's safe, Jay. 73 incidents over 5,400 turns. That's amazing, really, isn't it? 0.013 total incidents per turn.
That was a mission. I'm just trying to get back in.
You ever shit, yeah?
No, it's bloody iRacing wouldn't let me back in the session.
Track temps up. It's now 99.
No, I've got to go out again.
Usually in a race week where you
Give it a little gap here, Michael.
officials, sometimes you'll get that 50 plus 60.
Hello.
Please not to grow as many rounds as we have.
Hello.
The folks who are listening and watching now, like some of our rounds.
Can I next through on this straight, please, David?
I'll stay right, mate.
No, I can't.
Cheers, mate.
Don't forget, folks, that we have
I was hoping you'd drop in behind me.
around SRL. They're about to relaunch their Friday.
Sorry, mate, you had a load of cars coming up as well.
Picked up on Deck Crowd of those because he drives plate designs by SRL. They race on Fridays. Get signed up for that series. They race TCRs as well, as do the Apex League in the States, which is Logan's championship. Just trying to see if I can find their website for it, which was the massive pause that you experienced as my brain tried to kick in. Where is it? I'm trying to find it.
I'll lift a bit, Michael, you can go past.
I'm gonna find it and just.
Yeah, cool.
You need to watch their latest video.
Oh, is it good?
The camera work is just absolutely like you can tell they've seen what you've done, they've learned from it, and
I'm sure
it's spectacular. Like, it's as if Michael Bay directed a touring car. Yeah, it's majestic.
Yeah, sorry, I've just found the website, and Jay's just put in the ATC Alpha Touring Championship, Alpha Touring Challenge now, right? Or it's maybe always called that. Who knows? But they regularly fill their field with 60 drivers. Sam Booz has just posted what I was about to click onto. So don't forget to get signed up for that. Again, these aren't competition leagues. We are mutually supported between the three of us, as far as I know. Or it is for me anyway. I really don't care. As long as people get to race, I'm not bothered. Right, back to.
That puts you 3.1 off the pace, V6.
Out here. Who is about to get round and finish the lap? Nobody, because they're all at one point on the track at the moment. Dale Benison is in the pits, but that's a regular thing for him to do. He sometimes starts the race from the back with purpose and from pit lane. Freddie posting the fastest lap up to this point. As other times come across. Obviously you won't see the drivers on the track map until they've placed their first timed lap. Or first full circuit actually, isn't it? They still show even though you've got incidents and don't record it. So yeah, we've got a dozen drivers at the moment at the bottom of this that have not posted the time. They'll start appearing on your screen shortly. One penalty to serve this evening, which was Salvatore he's got to start from.
Oh no! Silly 1X's.
The race direction will issue with a black flag. That means he'll have to box the car for a 1 minute and 20 second penalty. Okay, yeah, cool, right. So yeah, that's a pretty brutal one if he doesn't, but that's the only penalty.
D18.
Particular race. What pitch is taking?
Sector 3 is 1.3 seconds off the pace.
We're going to go and find Steve Walker, and we're going to jump on board his car, and Jay, are you in a good place to talk us around a lap?
Sure, why not? As we go onto a circuit full of bumps and turns, we know how it's going to become one of your favourite tracks for whole lap and testing and racing. We start straight away with a short sprint at 100 forward. You can mount that pit exit if you want to, but be careful not to.
Sector 1 is 0.8 off the pace.
Then overtaking the opportunity doesn't warrant if you give yourself a strong exit. But the key hole now got watch out for the elevation changes. You can see a lot of drivers diamonding that corner as it's hitting the first apex, going out wide and sweeping back in. This is because front wheel drive cars, you don't want to overdo the front.
Come on.
You go straight towards the exit, then get the ball back, feel of luck. Going along long now before we start to get onto a bit that's unfortunately for sensitive viewers. It contains scenes of extreme elevation changes and throttle.
Oh no! Oh no! That's annoying.
Zooming in, we approach the exit. Now a bit of a blind press coming up, but that's absolutely fine as long as you know where you're going. With a darkened tarmac as far as you can and swing yourself around to take a ride down
Thank you, Rob.
the valley. More excited than any Disney ride you've ever been on in your entire life. Get yourself close to the water.
D21, that's your quickest lap. That puts you 2.4 off the pace.
Now, multiple rides you can take here, but just like you did with the keyhole, diamond and
Caution.
out, in, and throttle, throttle down as you've completed a lap of one of the most underrated circuits on the entire iRacing catalogue.
Yeah, that is a good statement to make as well, because it is underrated massively. This feels more like a UK circuit, to be exact.
Sector 1 is 1.1 off the pace.
It's got lots and lots of elevation changes as opposed to Sebring or some of the other tracks that the US have. Although that's probably unfair, isn't it? Because Road Atlanta.
It is really unfair. I was about to mention Road Atlanta.
Yeah.
That one has some good elevation changes and actually look a bit like this one. But I agree 100%. This is an awesome track, and I feel like we don't rate it.
Sector 2 is 1.2 seconds off the pace.
You would get a nice update graphically, with some updates, builds and stuff, better graphs, better stuff. I think it would be a nice thing for Mid Ohio to bring people back into it and actually start to enjoy it maybe a bit more. I've raced it in different cars, not in TCRs, but in V8s, in GTs, even in prototypes, and it is great in everything. So yeah, it's right up there in the track.
B22.
Jay,
Sector 3 is 2.5 seconds off the pace.
it's in the beige category in between other tracks that you find.
Let me know if you want me to get out of the way, P3G.
Oh no, whenever this track comes up,
Keep going, it's alright.
get myself onto it as much as possible. It's great racing, great hot lapping, and if there's anybody
You gotta watch the track limit.
on this circuit, right, you're really missing out. It's if you're trying to not just smoke out, but if you like when the service goes down and test drives up, this is actually probably one of the better tracks to get potential future purchases.
Oh yes, this is good.
That's what it's like, 'cause this track has a bit of everything.
Oh, really?
It's a hot lap
Yes.
as well, so it's
Keep going, kids.
Okay.
I'll shout.
I'm really slow,
Yeah.
and I'm half a second up.
A good description. I like that a lot. I loved your lap, by the way. There's some really funny stuff in there. I like that. Right, where are we at? Stephen Walker is currently provisionally your pole man at the moment. He's got wobbly in his toe. Whether that's tactic, I don't know. We'll soon find out, because we've just gone both across the line. Nobody improved on that I can see. But Pete Newman, who moves himself into the third place and behind the two Geo cars and standards. Jamie Jeffrey, I know he likes the striking step.
Thanks, Frederick.
And it suits him well. And I think that's because, as I said before,
D23.
track might be a bit like an old car, with elements of thrust in there, with these long
Yeah, perfect.
straights with the kinks in. We were
Cheers, dude.
last week.
Appreciate
Nice
it.
man. Which I wasn't on the broadcast of, and I wish I had been because it seemed like.
You can shoot past now if you want.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Right, where are we? Michael,
Cheers.
top of the pro-ams at the minute. And mid of the pack, he needs to do some work there, I think. He's not ultimately perfectly safe in that pro-am position. So we'll have to see what's going on with him, Daniel Lewis. As always, is deep inside.
We're not going to improve on this time, so I'll give you a
Yeah, I mean, I'm running full fuel, mate, so I'm not having much.
Provide any rejoins, I suppose.
Make sure we line it up perfectly for the next one.
What do we need?
Sector 2 is 0.7, off the pace.
Season 21, I suppose. Sign up to season 21.
And my time loss is only from these corners anyway.
Middle of next week.
It's always easier to follow someone around, isn't it?
Get everything sorted out. Trophies are on their way for both this season, the team championship this season, and 2 future seasons, which should tell you that we're here for a while, folks. I'll get you some pictures of my wood. It'll be. I hope that deep inside, I honestly hope that Wobbly doesn't get his hands on my wood because, well, that statement on its own is enough to make you out of bath, or make me bath. Plus, we'll never hear the end of it, will we, Sam? It'll be deafening, really, won't it?
No, but what I'm confused about is you said you don't want him to have it, but you also said deep inside, so I'm not sure what to think about that, Pete.
Let's not bring those two sentences together ever again.
I think I'm going light-headed. I don't know.
What can Tice Spangle has asked me a question, I'm not sure what it is.
Which car is PBG driving at the moment?
What's he driving? He's driving the Hyundai, is he? Yeah, he's in the
12th place at the moment is the Veloster. 12th place so far.
Which is reasonable. I've seen him a lot higher up.
Sector 2 is 0.9, off the pace.
Drives, right, okay, sorry. I was been doing this delayed. No calling this says Alan Tuna. I think you're absolutely right. It's been a long time since we had a season that as tight as this one is. And I really hope that this one goes the distance without anything bad happening.
And look at the gap between first and second in quality.
Oh, wow.
Thank you, Paul.
Well, there is no gap, is there?
Well,
What's the technical on that one?
Yeah, thanks, Paul.
All in that last 3 sectors, mate, cheers.
I didn't say the testicles, no.
Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah.
What is the actual split difference?
Well, we don't have it.
What?
Yeah, it is something, but Iron Racing only show us the third decimal. So it's probably further on that is decided, but we don't have that information.
Sector 1 is 0.8, off the pace.
Aye. That was a bit down anyway.
129.79.
Why did it come?
The numbers rounded up somewhere.
Yeah.
Thanks,
I'm
Danny.
happy with that.
No,
Only a second. Right, okay.
Sector 2 is 0.8, off the pace.
Logan saying as well, he actually had the same pole time at mid-Ohio before. Looking at the file format, the difference was 0.0005.
Right. Wow. That's terrifying. Right, okay. Let's have a look at who's at the top of the Pro-Ams at the minute. Our provisional leader of Pro-Ams is this boy, Tony Walker.
Engage your limiter here.
Improved over the course of the last, I'm going to say 6 or 7 seasons.
I've tweaked that setup for you a little bit if it's still pushing on.
Excuse me.
But they can't complete it because it's not an each race. You don't know what's going to happen now.
Well, mine's alright now. Do you want me to share it with you? Oh, you've done it. What did you do? Just knock the front suspension slightly. Right. I can't remember what I did. I'll have a look. It's not sliding as much. Yeah. Well done. I don't know what I did. 32.06. Paul's just in front of me, but he's half a second quicker, so 7/10.
We could have finished laps, couldn't we? Yeah, we could have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to struggle to keep with Paul if he doesn't have an incident or anything.
You don't often do that, do you? Usually on a straight or on the inside of a turn, because it's usually on the inside.
Fucking hell, JB got one in. 30.2.
That's a quick lap, David.
Oh, that's
doing the 130s.
It's close at the front, isn't it?
Yeah.
Low 30s all around.
Quality time, Mr. JB.
Thank you, Carl. Thank you.
If you get any fires on there, it just sort of pulls you in and doesn't let you go. Of course, that's not only going to give you off tracks, which means that you have a chance of getting the Sir Alan Safe Driver Award for the off track, but also
Tony kind of 29s.
Trying to watch around you.
He had a toe from Stephen.
Okay.
Stephen had a toe from me.
I think we will see at least one hit lane.
Not that matters so much.
Involving somebody overshooting.
Come on, stop putting yourself down. I'll do it for you.
No, that's fine. We like
Is that still a veterinary joke?
Not too much drama. Okay, let's have a look and see what we can spot.
Good time, Dave.
In terms of finish here, because we are done now. We're just waiting for the session.
Is that Jaden Scotton?
He's got a 30.2. He's up in 9th.
Is he clean, is he?
Yeah, he won't let you through.
So he has extended that little tiny gap as we go to grid.
Good luck, everyone. Enjoy.
And Dale has joined the racing.
Good luck, everyone. Endure.
Good luck, everyone.
Excellent credit.
Yeah, good luck.
I should have expected it. I'm not really sure. Stephen Walker leads us.
Yeah, you got this, Pete.
Racing. Wobbly will go
And
off
your flashing
on
lights on good.
Yeah, flashy.
Is Pete in there with the... Yeah, he is there. Cool.
Yeah, I know, but we'll still flash.
Is Michael in here?
Qualifying session and race.
No.
90 seconds.
Yeah, Mike's in here. I just probably can't talk again. Good luck, Mike. If you can hear us.
Anti-tyres. The arm-and-ticking tyres. Now he pit stops, Pete.
No, I know. I've got two to do, so it's going to go well.
Just chill. It'll happen. It's going to happen. You never know with Wobbly. If he turns up and he's not on it, then it'll be tough. No, they won't. No, they won't.
Yeah, no, to be fair, they've got it in the bag. They just play it safe. We'll just have fun.
Yeah, enjoy it. You never know, you might win it. Yeah, that takes the pressure off of you if you've got
Good luck, everyone. Let's have a good race, Paul.
Will be Chesney.
Good luck, mate.
And 26th will be Dale Benison.
Good luck, Chris.
30 seconds.
Anyway, that's his choice.
Unlucky Paul.
Do we see any dramas at the start of this one, guys?
I forgot to pee.
Did he say piss?
Anybody?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Enjoy sitting in the wet patch.
Somebody gets a horrible start here.
I just have to whisper one then. I thought, shit, it's an hour and 20 minutes on that.
It's a little bit of bumping.
Yeah.
Car number 59, stronger today, looking to finish in P23.
Okay, wow, that's
Alright, good luck, guys.
insane scene.
Yeah, good luck.
Around the corner like that.
Good luck, everyone.
This is a standing start. Okay, get ready. Go.
See how the start's going.
Yeah, we're 3,
Out.
wide.
Looks like Lewis.
Daniel. Oh, is he going to avoid the wall? Yeah, I think he may have just scraped it a little, maybe. As we join the front runners again, as they file round.
Michael on your inside, Pete.
Hello.
Hall here.
Cheers, Carl. Oh, you didn't have to let me go, Pete. Thanks.
It's alright.
Bit of a gaggle on the back here in the AM class.
Yeah, I bet Paul Early when he saw Daniel Lewis going off there, heart in his mouth.
What?
There's an accident in turn 5. Looks like it's Chris. Alright, yellow here.
That, even from where I was looking, looked like a massive
Fuck's sake, here we go.
He's going to take someone out now. He's been black flagged.
We'll have a look at that again in a second. That's the most dramatic thing that's happened so far.
Who took me out there, Fee, did you see?
Sorry, Pete Newman making his way forward into second place.
Watch him, watch him, watch him.
Yeah, that poignant, is it? Because Wobbly is still in the championship.
That was shocking, wasn't it? Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think so. I didn't hit the barrier.
Okay, Chris.
B22.
Sam, can you confirm that was race control?
I was right behind Paul as well.
It was, yes.
Okay, cheers, thank you. Right, Jamie Wilson.
Try not to get involved with Jamie, Dave.
On an overtake on Jamie Wilson, Audi versus Audi. That was brilliant, wasn't it?
I thought he was challenging for a title.
Both kept that really clean as well. The Audi on the straight here as well.
Who's that?
Jamie Wilson.
Yeah, let battle with him. Don't worry about him.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, cool.
Cheers, Del.
That's solid there as well. I'm going to go back, right, whilst we watch.
Yeah, that'll give Tony it.
Recover it slowly. I'm going to go back and watch this crash with Chris Dixon. Because from my camera.
There's a wreck in? Yes. Looks like it's Derek.
I think he's actually gone off, trying to force his way past me.
Oh no, that was a proper kablam. Okay. That one was not solid there at all.
Such a difficult corner to really sort of race too wide on.
Yeah.
It's very similar here, to be honest.
Yeah, I think so. I think my eyesight needs retesting.
Yeah, I feel Dave may have been trying to open up that corner a little
B21.
watching a side-by-side battle. It would be uphill, you're sort of not seeing the crest either, so you have to really practice the track from multiple lines until you get comfortable in whatever predicament scenario other people are going to put you in.
Yeah.
Try and build a gap, David.
So we've got. Do you reckon this is going to be a very.
Sorry, a minute, say again?
Should we try and build a gap for Paul?
Yeah, we got to keep Paul behind us to help Chris out.
It might
Yeah, I got took out, so I'm fighting my way back.
Okay.
They all like to race. I know Bobby loves to race, so he's not gonna, try to save his result. But he's probably not gonna be as aggressive as he is. Respectfully aggressive, I should say.
Sorry, Pete.
Because he's got the championship in mind. But
I'm just keeping my eye on Paul and I missed the fucking apex.
He's right up there. They all
damn.
racers, they like to go for a fight, and they're all gonna want to win the last race of the season.
Well, I know Wobbly wants to win the championship. Bragging rights that he will hold for an entire 12-week period. They'll be unbearable for everybody apart from him, obviously. But what he's probably aware of is Jamie Jeffrey is behind him. Jamie Jeffrey only knows one direction of travelling, and that's to the front. So he will overtake
B22. You know, there's a lot of people that aren't as fortunate as us. Maybe act like you give a shit and do something with this opportunity.
Tony Walker.
I've got a quote, to be honest, but I can't help you out, though.
There's an incident.
Oh, yeah, it's out.
Two.
Oh, no.
Okay, yellow.
What's going on there with Renee?
Who's out?
Renault.
Yeah,
Oh.
technical.
Are we going to be sad or happy or?
Oh, unfortunate for him.
Okay.
He's a nice chap.
Sorry, folks, can't tell you what that is. I don't think either of you two can either, can you?
I've not seen anything at the moment, unfortunately. Just let people know in the chat the poll has been put up to vote for your pro winner, so get onto it. Let's see who gets by the middle of the race. Let's see how many of us are looking good in our predictions.
They can do that, that's cool.
It is me.
Should we let you through, Rob?
No, mate, I'm hanging on.
Right.
Okay.
So at the moment, your race leader is multiple previous champions.
Unless I find a shitload of pace.
Who leads
Shut up, Carl, stop laughing.
Pete Newman. And
Well, that's a test, isn't it?
current reverse order of the top end of the championship. Then we've got Jamie Jeffrey in 4th place. Tony Walker keeping it. Jamie honest. Freddie Van Eekhoven.
So this is a double points race and you're quite close to Mr. Hurley, aren't you? For second.
B21.
You know, 31-8.
No,
that's sick, Chris.
Oh.
Yeah, I've got Jack Crowther fighting with me, and I think it was him who took me out. It wasn't intentional, I don't think, but...
With Jaden for a couple of seasons now. He is somebody who only gets better. He is like a sponge who just absorbs any information given to him before he drives the track. Obviously, the better he gets, he can be in a practice for funny enough, but Jaden does it pretty
I went to fight Jamie Wilson though.
last week, where he got his first win of the season.
Yeah, just Jamie's still doing something for championships, isn't he?
Yeah, he's battling with Tony.
Good feedback for Jaden Scott.
I mean, he'd probably expect it from, like, result to make it hard for him. But probably not someone who hasn't raced all season.
Penultimate turn, the final turn is that looking over the line we go. Jamie Jeffrey putting a lot of pressure on Bobley at points there, Sam.
I'm going to let that go, Fake, so I can follow him, because he's just slowing me down. If I let him go, I can follow him, and he's quicker than me.
He doesn't care about anything anyway. So he's pretty focused forward, and they're all pretty much with the same gap between each other. So I think they're pretty much all at the same page, and there's no reversing about speed unless one of them makes a mistake. And I think if we see a buzz in the next few laps, that's going to be the reason. One of them will brake too late, too early, make some kind of small mistake, but that will open the door for the car following.
Yeah, it doesn't take much either, does it? And Renee's just said on the chat what the reason for his retirement was.
Yeah. It happened at least once to all of us.
More than once to me.
I did it last week as well.
Did you?
When you were in a race. Yeah, unfortunately.
It's a rough deal, isn't it?
It happened to me once, and since I've never put quality fuel in. I'm not faster anyway, so it's not worth it.
Yeah, that is fair, yeah. Okay. So, no change in the front other than Jamie Jeffrey really giving some pressure to Wobbly now. Wobbly won't want to race, being racing too close to another racer.
Gonna have a go at bridging this gap, Pete.
It can be a very robust racer,
Yep.
a real life racer.
No, just stay there, it's right.
Need to catch him, really.
Definitely not shy.
Just sit in their toe, try and save fuel.
Very interesting.
Just can't get there.
I can try.
There we go, Dan Crowther. Down the inside.
You gotta defend your position. Let's regroup here.
Our own teammate, Chris Dixon, and their other teammates in the foreground there in the Audi.
We're slowing behind.
Boss in this crew at the moment.
Cheers, mate.
The whole of the Workguard team in one shot there. That was good footage. It was, yeah. It was good, wasn't it? Not like me.
This one whole run lap.
Yeah,
there we go. Get my photographers out there, mate.
Yeah. See, right. I'm trying to break the toe now. there is a bit of daylight, but the daylight isn't showing really until you get back as far as JB, who's having a splendid race. He's now got a 3
Cheers, fate.
between himself and BBG, who's dragging.
There's a wreck in Thunder Valley. I think it's
Chesney just gone off.
Sorry, refocus.
Alright, Ches.
So, really good race, JB.
You're not in it, Ches?
Oh, no.
No.
Terrible race, JB. Yeah, he's not trying hard enough.
How much fuel have you used, V? Because then I think Pete said it was about 8-9 litres for the last stop. So if you've used that now, you should be able to get away with a pit.
D23.
I don't know if he's I don't know if he still listens to us, but yeah, sorry to be
We're just trying to count my Mark Draper says that the toe is strong here. That is true.
Paul Hurley just come back to me. Chris, so get your ass moving.
Well, I'm past V now, I'm trying to follow, so I'm just behind you.
Right.
About 5 seconds though.
I don't know what's happened to Paul, but he suddenly dropped right back into me.
79, C license. The rating is 0.8.
Well, battle away and run down.
I'm trying to get there at the moment. Cheers. Just give me a shout where you are when you're coming up, you can get straight past you.
I think it'll take me a while to catch it.
Gap 2, B22. Ahead is increasing. Step 2, 1.5 seconds.
Managed to 31.8 here. Oh, don't get any closer. Fucking VR's going fucking winky now. Stop it.
Until about now on the track, do you?
Oh, Jeremy coming up behind me now.
Some toe to be had up towards Keyhole, obviously on the next stretch as we have
To start making mistakes.
there's a massive amount of opportunity. But you've got to be utterly brave on the brakes, haven't you, to do anything. Heading into China Beach, it's a send-it moment if you're going to do anything, and you're in company of races that are the same.
He's got his shit together again, he's pulling away again.
Well, yeah, it's tough, and it does seem to the ears that they are trying to save fuel a little bit. At least Jamie Jeffries is saving fuel. I think he left it a bit early, and he's all the way to the back of Warby, so I'm expecting Warby to save fuel as well, and probably the pace dictated.
Sector 1 is 1.2 seconds off the pace.
So for followers, or maybe he's also saving fuel at the front, and they're just all happy to keep with him and save all fuel. And the battle will settle down at the end of the race. I don't know.
Well, at the minute, very close. Yeah, what? Say again?
Keep getting very, very close there. Was within a tenth there for a second, like there's a bit of a late break there.
That's spot Jake Crawley there.
Not like I'm doing so laps.
Really, Stephen,
That's so quick.
right now, Jay, because he's the one having to cut the hole in the air for everybody else.
Yeah, it also means,
What's that Crowder, is it? Pro-Ams?
Yeah.
Most likely, statistically, the first one is going to be pissing as well, so he'll be on the voice con wobbly. They'll be trying to get some sort of planning action as to when everyone's going to pit, but he'll want to slow
300 feet.
just so
100 feet.
You're getting my car
Stop
down.
again.
try and get everyone.
Need some sort of action in there.
Percent rear right, 97.
To the pits, unusually, is Fiona. So I don't know why. It looks like a scheduled stop. Yeah, that's a scheduled stop for Fiona. It's not damaged.
K-pit exit is clear, don't cross the line.
When she ends
The next car ahead is Benson, car number 37. The rating is 1.6.
She may have fueled for the whole session rather than what a lot of people have probably done today because of the high tyre wear. Maybe gone into like 5-minute sessions and then got new tyres. V might not have done the same thing, played it safe, but not changed the setup. Not quite as extreme as Renee. It would be my guess.
yeah.
Jamie's now pitted.
He's going to undercut you, I think.
And right now, Sam, the two Geo cars are way further forward than the two Pure X cars, Result X.
Well, I've done my best to hold him up for Tony.
Yeah, Tony's running fifth at the moment, so it should be alright.
Now 96 Fahrenheit.
What position are you? 13. So he was 4, okay.
What does he need to do? Does he need to fuel save and then leap a few cars? Does he need to race because there's a gap in front of him?
You didn't realise I was this height.
Yeah, there's been a bit of shenanigans, I think.
PVG in front of him.
I'm firmly in the nosebleed territory.
Disappearing around the corners in the distance. What's the answer for Result X Pure Sims to secure that lead in the team championship that they've got?
E24.
Yeah, we had a quick discussion about the last week.
Ben pitted already. He's the obvious well.
I think
You got hit 10-3-1 struck out.
That it's
right.
tough for Result X Pure Sims to keep the lead they have because Stephen and Wobbly are pro drivers and sadly for
I don't think it matters. I think he's going to win the anyway.
Yeah, 25.
Nobody's catching now.
18 seconds. You're faster than us through turn 11.
I'm driving.
Sector 1, 0.9, off the pace.
It's most likely going to be less than Stephen and Wobbly anyway, so they're going to lose points at some point and somewhere in the races through the season. They got ahead and fair to them having a team with two different classes with not all pro drivers still being in the lead for the last race. It's really an achievement in itself. But the way the race is looking, apart from a big mistake from one of the Geo car, I think it's them to lose for the team championship. Yeah.
That's a good little trio you boys got up the road, isn't it?
I definitely think it is.
Carl, Mark and Pete?
Yeah, we've got someone to chase here, but it's not easy at the moment.
Even bigger than the last time we were on board with him from Jamie, and that can only be true from the other cars in front of the possible exception.
Sector 3 is 1.4, off the pace.
Who's that in front of JB?
See what we can
Dayton, Scotland.
glean from the sounds of this thunder engine. You can see the cars behind us. Now, it looks like Tony has bridged the gap somewhat now. There was a gap forming, but that's gone. He's pulling away now from pretty much Coven.
Them two have dropped back now, aren't they? From the other pack, so might catch them soon.
They're trying to out-fuel save one another right now, aren't they, Jay?
Yeah, well,
This is
JB's prone to making mistakes after some time.
Yeah, pretty much. You said it exactly right, and that last bit is it's going to be.
Looks like he's famous for it.
In this one now, and the dangers I mentioned.
That is what I'm waiting for, JB, little mistake just to get us in his toe.
Yeah, he's just tucked up behind Jade and
He's just tucked out, he's going to sit there.
Want to come past, Carl?
It's up to you, mate.
Hold on. Let's not do it here.
Have you guys all saved your fuel for the stint?
I haven't saved you, I don't fucking, I can't do it. I'm just flat out.
Trying.
There'd be a lot more danger in the air, but in this one, it could be a bit.
Sector 1 and 2 are 0.8, off the pace.
I've got Jamie Wilson behind me.
Seconds, off the pace.
What do I do?
Take him out.
Just
Tuck him, tuck him.
don't make it really hard, but
Just make it difficult.
yeah, just don't give it to him.
Right.
good shout, actually. Maybe that's something for us to.
In other words, Chris,
Next season.
take him out.
No.
Another race week, as opposed to in the last that might be an interesting twist.
You think you've got any control over it?
Race or at the end of the season, that might make it a bit more tasty. As we've got them stacking up now, I don't know whether that's because.
To be honest, Jamie's probably one of the fairest ones.
Yeah, he's, yeah.
Fake Pappy.
He's only 0.4 of a second off his fastest lap
I load him up as much as I can.
Jamie Wilson is pitted. Yes.
I'd imagine then his undercut is famously not work then, Mr. David, if he's getting held up.
Yeah, I've not pitted yet.
I wonder if Jamie's done the same thing, maybe because it's been so close to the 15 minutes.
It would be funny if I'm out of the pits in front of him. Are you getting any closer to Chesney yet, Chris?
I was, I'm not now, I've dropped back, so I'm holding Jamie up.
Alright. Well, no, don't hold him up to wreck your race.
Well, I've held him up enough.
Race, mate. Tony's well up the road anyway.
Yeah, Tony's in pit before he was last time I looked. Get in behind him, Chris, and get up past Chesney.
Right, I'll let him go on the straight. I've held him up a full lap. He can go now. Yeah, I've lost about 2 seconds to Chesney now.
Track is falling, it's now 92 degrees.
That was Jamie Wilson making his way through on Chris Dixon.
Salvadori, catching up to you. Gaps down to 10 seconds. You're quicker than us entering. Turn 11.
I thought Mr. Demis would be quicker.
While everybody's fuel saving.
Yeah, I was just looking out, surprised him and Dan haven't caught us up by now.
Yeah, especially Dan. I think they might be fighting.
Offset or saving.
Or
it could be fuel saving.
Or is it better just to get into clean air and manage your own race?
I would say defense, but Jimmy has an open track early on. And
I like Dan, but I don't think he's got Iron's locker, especially after like a lap one spin.
Yeah, true.
Maybe I'm dying too bad, but
Fucking off track.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a very sketchy bit of a road to go too wide on. The elevation changes and the curves there can sometimes take cars into each other. With what you were saying about the fuel saving here, it's a tough one. Like you said, even if it's fuel saving at the moment, if Gio did want to be extremely sneaky here and they feel Stephen Walker could get into clean air, if Stephen Walker pits earlier than he anticipates, then Pete would be the front runner, then Pete would be the one who would then have to go full pace to keep probably away from
You in the 30s right at the minute, Dave?
31s, mate.
I've just done a 002, which for me is like ecstasy.
Everybody behind Tony Walker's back up. Jamie Chappie's come even close to probably the middle. I think Stephen Walker's actually trying to do a little bit of fuel saving himself. And I think Pete is going to find a chance here and he's going to go for it.
Does look that way, although now Wobbly's on to Pete Newman. There's a seesaw going on here. Tony Walker's joined the back of the queue. Like properly joined the back of the queue now. Let's go on to the windscreen of
And he's Nico as well, catching up to Tony slightly.
Yeah, it's the biggest gap I've noticed, but it is reducing your race. I don't know what Pete's idea is here. Any of those concepts that you just now are reasonable. You might be just trying to put Steve off his game. Where's Michael Hall when all this is going on?
Want to go back in front again on the next lap behind Michael?
I'm alright, mate.
You're pitted, Andy.
I think they'll come out just
Yeah, let's stay like this then.
I don't mind if you guys want to drop back.
I can take a stint at the front if you want.
Result clothing versus result
I
clothing.
want to go forwards though, Carl, not backwards, mate. I'm joking. I feel bad now. Come on, Carl.
Freak.
Go on, mate. Try not to take me out of the way past, please.
Yeah, fuck you, you're going in that fucking barrier.
This car exiting the pits, watch out. Salvador is closing in. Gaps down to 4.4 seconds. They're quicker than us through turn 11.
Probably the only action on the fucking stream is us swapping places.
He's only letting you pass safely into the pits.
Go on, Pete.
The next car is 11, A license.
I think the tyres are shot just by following.
Yeah, Pete. You pitted yet? Yeah.
What's this gallons thing I keep hearing?
Any advances on no idea, Sam? Because I'm all out.
Starting to understeer a bit.
Lower them to the other guys and just kindly let them go. I don't see any other explanation because he seems to not be able to quite keep the pace up with PVG and Carnardi.
Right.
So that's my only explanation, honestly.
Okay. Now, did I...
D23.
You've got to be in the 30s now, David.
Just on a 30.9.
Okay.
We're done.
I just wonder if Daniel is looking at maybe, like everybody else, you're saying himself, yeah, I think we can get a bit thirsty on that tank sometimes.
Oopsie.
Just wondering if there is just there is.
Do you want me to take a stint?
Yeah, take the inside.
Hey there, if you want, mate.
No, I'll keep going.
Rack, spitting from P20. I think they'll come out just behind you.
I have no idea what's going on here. I think they're doing it just to wind me up. They know I'm too stupid to figure out whatever it is they're doing.
It does look like they're racing NASCAR super speedway in a team and they're just switching to refuel between one another.
Yeah, maybe that's a good shout actually. Yeah, I was just thinking along those lines. Maybe they're just taking it in turns to see who's quickest, but also get a bit of fuel saving all around here. Maybe they have seen a loophole in
This car exiting the pits.
the fuel stops. So we're on board with Jamie and Shay right to the back of Jade at the moment. About right here.
Oh, you absolute bellend!
Oh.
What the fuck was that?
I won't be surprised if after the pit stops they can't get away from each other until final lap.
Yeah, we see that numerous times actually in the races where, especially endurance races, people bolt.
All laps of fuel.
Yeah, I've just been told that.
Very well managed, Andrew. Nice.
Yeah, unlucky Andrew.
Thanks, Andy.
No, it's...
Oh,
The car in front is Rack, car number 3.
Payback, mate.
wow.
Worst parts of the track to come across these slower cars. If I was a back marker, my advice to them would be just keep driving normally. If you end up going out to the side and slowing down, especially with the lead pack this close together, it's going to cause some problems.
Yeah.
Maybe what Pete Newman needs right now.
Absolutely.
Blue flag.
Great camera shot there.
I like this camera. You don't get this one on many other tracks. I suppose you have to create it yourself on some tracks with the other. This one gives you a real sense of speed.
Blue flag.
Sorry.
Don't panic, we can get him back.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty full of nukes.
Yep. Fiona is, the car is about...
Alright, blue flag here.
Thanks a bunch, Andy.
Salvatore getting some lights.
Fiona?
Steven.
This is where you can lose or win a championship, basically.
Yeah, I'm keeping my eye on Wobbly for that particular reason, you know.
Blue flag, be smart.
Thanks, Fiona.
The car in front is Salvador, car number 88, A-class license, and the rating is 3.9. Sector 2 is 2.9 seconds, off the pace.
Even though we got a really wide ass, Carl's quite quick, isn't he? Quite fast, isn't he? Yeah. Cheers for the tow, Carl.
You're still in it.
And I managed to carry it on camera. First things first.
Blue flag.
Back to the camera talk, as you were talking about camera as Tony Walker is being stuck behind
E24. You do better than this.
Were you at
Stay
Bstv?
focused. Spot back.
using the contact with the front four.
Yeah, he's losing that toe, isn't he?
Is
You gotta slow down here or we're gonna get a penalty.
so it might make him vulnerable from the guys behind, although Freddy is a bit further back.
Yeah.
So rather flip out that nice move.
Yeah. Salvatore let him go there, that was nice.
Gap 2, D23, ahead is increasing. Now, blue flag.
Everything they, most of the time they're really bad.
Sector 1 is 2.3 seconds, off the pace.
Alright,
The window opens on lap 30 and closes after lap 31.
you know. That was nice, they both sailed around Chesney there to get into China Beach. And into the SS Chesney statewide, losing a position, I think.
Thanks, mate.
Not having a good luck at the moment with the back mark.
The next guy is Rack, car 23.
He's not quite lost touch, but he's going to have to work to get onto the back of that top four. No fuel saving for Tony Walker.
Cheers, my darling.
No worries, mate.
Yep.
Cheers. Cheers, Andy.
33 minutes into the race.
Yeah, so 80-minute race, folks.
Alright, blue flag here. That's a new quick lap for Walker, 1:30.00.
But
D23.
this is a bit fragmented at the front here. You were absolutely
I'm pitting at the end of this lap.
creating some gaps in the top four now. I don't think. Well, I think result excursive.
How much fuel you got left?
Suffer a little bit more in terms of the team championship.
3 litres.
This is it. My last lap.
Further away from all the
If you've got another one in you, go for it.
Yeah, it's getting further and
Sector 1 is 1.5 seconds, off the pace.
For the last
Sorry,
races
got stuck
of
again in
Exodus,
this.
you put 4 races with full reverse rate.
Yeah.
Sorry, JB, that wasn't the best.
That
I've let you go.
each time you either
Oh, bugger.
get out drive through. Yeah. That was totally random.
Sounds like we're still, Jamie's getting beaten up at the back here.
Evening to Chris Jackson.
Blue flag.
Tony will be happy.
Race, in the last couple of seasons. But he did save someone's life recently, so everybody should acknowledge. Fantastic.
I'm pitting Fisa, carry on.
They feature in our lives. Chris there getting an award
Gonna do one more.
from the local authorities, so well done to you. As we see Tony Walker flash out into the pits there, trying to make some sort of advantage of a situation, Jay, where he got stacked up behind everybody.
Yeah, and we have Jaden and Jamie and Carl Hardy as well jumping in. Yeah, this is the main pit window right now. We've got a couple more going in behind as well. See how
We've got the gap down to 0.2 now.
Blue flag, be smart.
It's funny.
Look out for the super early pit box.
Jay's not his mounts, Jay.
Oh, yes, good point. Jaden's actually gone for a tire change, which
I missed the pit box by the way, Dave.
Chris, spitting from position.
No good.
They'll come up just ahead of you.
Yeah.
Right, so, it's a great point to make actually.
B24 is catching up to you. Gaps down to 4.9 seconds.
Move on BBG. Or is that BBG trying to put a move on him?
Newman, car number 58 is now in the lead.
Leaders in.
Don't forget to untick your tyres, ready for the next one.
And that breaks with the other four, the other three that made the four at the front. And they've carried on.
Now it's not up for Pete Newman with 1.1 second gap, so Robbie is not going to have slipstream. But at the same time, Jamie Jeffrey, who is less than 4 tenths behind, is, if he gets a good corner, he is going to have a monster run. Robbie, so now it's time to make breaking lap times and take advantage of the people in the pits and traffic that they'll come out with.
So, a bit far away from Jamie Jeffrey at the moment, whether that one has got with that setup or his car controls, find him out of the keyhole very, very nicely. And out on the brakes, green.
Jamie is actually fuel loss. Listen to the engine there. Jamie does seem to still be fuel saving at the moment, so he
Fucking hell, where did Jamie come from?
He put it early.
Well, it'd be a massive advantage if he did.
Yeah, man, he did it, didn't he?
I held him up as well.
Final pit stop.
That's an impressive undercut. Unless he short fueled it and did a squish stint.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Looks like he's fuel saving now.
The leader, Newman, spinning now.
Wobbly's got another lap.
He might just be trying to get his fuel numbers level when over the line.
in the pit. Wobbly's managed to get an extra lap by the looks of it. Now it's up to Wobbly to give us the lap of his life. It'll be interesting to see how close Pete Newman comes out.
Yeah, that's the point. So,
I would love had him so much manipulate that and just run out of fuel on this lap.
Good pit stop, by the way, Carl.
Definitely made time on Paul because I've cut it down from 12 seconds to 5.
Is that again, mate?
Good pit stop you had there, Carl.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
Good pit stop, Carl.
Thanks, mate.
Hey, Carl.
I had a pie as well.
Yeah, shit pit stop, mate.
Fuck you, prick.
There's no place left for Wobbly when he comes back.
no, there's not.
Between you and
I'm not going to battle Lewis much when he catches me by David.
What's that, mate?
Slow down everybody behind him. So
There's no point battling him, he's won it anyway, whatever happens.
just on the off chance Wobbly does come out behind them.
All you have to do is finish, and he's won.
Now, Jaden Scotland has got Carl Harding company because
Well, he didn't tell us that, Chris.
I'm not going to challenge you, Michael. I'm going to try and keep Jamie off at bay.
Oh, mate. I don't mind.
I think he's probably won anyway, but
Double points, isn't it?
What is the advantage of the tyres, do you think, Jay?
Last lap, 1 second.
What? That's enormous.
Gap to Andrew Hines now, 2.5 seconds.
0.8.
B22.
0.6.
Sector 3 is 1.4 seconds off the pace.
Now starting to go now. For those who didn't change tyres, that corner just before Thunder Valley is
Thank you, Dan, mate.
glorious. Running wide on. The hill and the camber of it just looks to spin you out wide. But because you can fuel and take your tyres at the same time.
Wobbly's done an extra 2 laps. You kidding me?
It means that even if you're only going to get 4
How on earth has he done that?
lap quicker, that's endurance racing again. A lot of laps going quicker.
It's quite a good track for fuel saving because it's not. It's a bit like Hungaroring where there's lots of like mid-speed corners.
That is insane. Surely it's got to be in this lap.
Yeah,
We did a GC4 race around here, and I think the guy that won it, my guy Cal, ran soloed it, just did a single full tank. all I went to pit stop less than everyone else. It's very fun to watch.
That's speeding penalty.
You are? Yeah, pit lane penalty, yeah, totally. Absolutely spoiled the party, wasn't it? This is a crowded bit of track, this. And this is for 10th place. That is Michael Hall at the front of it. With PVG in the middle and Jamie Wilson about to get alongside because that Audi's got some good grunts.
Okay, we're halfway here. Estimated it's about 6 laps of fuel left. Sector 3 is 1.6 seconds. Off the pace.
Wobbly's moving, but he's not moving enough.
Wobbly's going to be behind.
Yeah. Behind all of them. So he's lost out there.
Yeah, but
sorry, go on.
if he can keep up with them right now and keep it low, he will have a real short pit stop at the end.
Right, I feel like I'm going to get taken out in a minute.
Yeah, I thought I was going to then.
Keep our eyes open.
Is this Santiago guy?
Deal with the ego.
It's Salvatore, yeah.
As well as that. I'm not sure I can stomach that.
Yeah, well, let's just ban him from everything. He has done quite a lot last season for V8, but yeah, just forget about that.
Sector 2 is 0.43 off the pace.
Wilson's probably got some hot tyres now from fighting me.
Right, that's Mr. Lewis managed past.
Obviously.
Chris says probably won't need another pit stop.
He will. Really?
Wobbly has had to do a lot of extreme fuel saving in his first stint. If he can somehow replicate that and keep going to the end, it's going to be a very big ask for him. He'll need to get a time from somebody towards the front, but like we said earlier, Wobbly does have to
Just out.
in terms of how many positions he has to be behind Will Newman. So as long as Stephen Walker keeps in front of him, I think Wobbly could afford to relax a little bit if he can tuck in behind
It's out.
maybe to Shane serving a
It's out.
slow down penalty there. And Shane has got to get very close to him again.
Where is picked that up, the slowdown? Must have been as he came through after the S's. Before Thunder Valley, you can cut that corner, can't you, before you go under the bridge? Or over the hump, rather.
Yeah, he can cut it a little bit.
Maybe he cut it a little too much. It's not on the event tracker at all. So it's not like a full-off track or anything.
Yeah, I think Chris is right on the Wobbly situation. Because I just saw now that it's a 1 hour and 20-minute race and not a 1 hour and 30-minute race.
So who shit the bed? It's just Rennie, isn't it?
V8, sorry.
What about the Salvatore guy? Where did he start?
Being still on the other championship, so yes.
Was he a copy band, didn't he?
Right.
He got black flag, didn't he? The start.
Jamie Jeffrey now, 0.9 seconds, so it's only within the time. So I think Wobbly will be pretty safe here. The only thing that I think can potentially decide this race for Pete right now, everything seems pretty consistent, is path markers. And
Please, don't come in.
them up.
Yeah,
Blue flag, be smart.
two guard cars ahead. Andy Little first, and then the second providing Andy.
Rules are rules. Where would we be if we didn't have rules? Wherever the fuck he's from.
Yeah, leaders happy with it. See the cars parked in front of them. That's brilliant.
Where's he from?
I don't know.
Ready to go to one side and potentially make up for heat.
Salvatore, Salvatore,
They've been pretty good with it so far.
Granny.
The last one.
Probably Italian.
Yes, boys and girls.
That's the leader through. In fact, that's Andy Little letting the first 4 cars through, definitely. It's 5 seconds back to
Shit, stay close here. We can get him back.
well done to the back markers there.
That'd be traffic management.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, don't make Wobbly too happy, guys. Absolutely too bad, Marcos. You should have put yourself between Jamie and Wobbly. But give him something to rant about, otherwise it's not going to be fun.
Yeah. Chris Jackson says it could be an epic finish if the others can stretch their fuel out to last without having a pit stop.
Keep talking to us, Tony, when you come up.
No, I don't either.
He's not in here, mate.
Yeah.
You'd have had to have started that as soon as you touched the gas pedal on the start line, which was clearly what we had in mind straight away.
You can do better than this. Stay focused. D23. Next guy ahead of us is Andrew, car number 211, A-class license, and their rating is 1.1.
JB at the front of this little queue has not changed.
He gave us a cut warning there.
Carl Hardy hasn't. That I can spot anyway. That is Salvatore just behind him.
Jason's got a good one here. It's literally on JB's bumper.
Blue flag.
It's going to be looking at doing some fuel saving themselves.
So going back to my poll I put up early, 41 minutes ago, I was talking about championship. I think people thought it was a race, which is fine, we're going to do both. So people are thinking at 50% over 8 votes.
Where is he, Pete?
Stephen Walker will actually be the winner of this race, which is really interesting.
I'm going to pull over when I get on the straight then.
Just with Bobby going
You got 1 gallon left.
a good shot area as well. What are your thoughts, guys?
I think as much as it brings
Thank you, Pete.
Gap out front is now 1.4.
and he
Think
started,
something he would pass.
yeah. I think it's something that he had already calculated, and it started right from the point where he touched the gas pedal on the start line. Whereas everybody else,
I've got Paul in front of me and Chesney battling behind me, and he slowed me down.
Jamie Wilson, second stop, he was very, very early in his first stop though. Jason's having a go here. Let me get a better camera on.
Can you not let Chesney go so he drags you up to pull?
Yeah, JB was a bit sideways
Well,
turn one, and
he's not-
And I tried to
He's not that much quicker than Chris.
He's no quicker than me. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, because he's battling, he slowed me down.
So
There's
Chris
no-
is quicker normally.
And you won't know if he starts to the shadow and defend and stuff as well.
Yeah. Jamie's got 4 pies on the boot of his mantra, and Carl's trying to catch him to steal them.
Oh, we're battling with JB now, so you, Michael, you should start catching up.
Oh, stop it! Come on!
Garlic butter.
Oh, what you
Oh boy!
I almost don't want to, I'm not going to lie. Thanks, Dad. I'm probably the reason he had a flag here.
Right, so round we go again. I mean, we're not going to see hardly any of these cars till quite late visit the pits, even if they need to at all.
Gap 56 behind is now 0.9. A lap ahead. 1 lap of fuel left.
This is the second stop for the rest of them, with the exception of Walkley. So this is going to be interesting.
Jim really close to beat Newman.
Jamie Jeffrey.
Go, Jamie Jeffrey.
Sorry.
Yeah, there's too many Jamies.
Yeah, it's not as funny as it was the other week when I had to call everybody Jamie.
Gap to Andrew ahead is increasing. It's up to 2.1 seconds.
Right, what's going on here again? And that might give Carl the ability to just stick his
Go, Pete.
in on the Jamie.
It's alright. Go on. Cool. Push it.
Choose, he can give the slipstream to one person or one person only.
Cheers.
Might go around the car, which he does, but then he goes back across the G. Oh, such a tease.
Alright, our window's open. Alright, at this time, should be coming out on the clean track. You're second off the pace in sector 2.
Look at that, that is fantastic racing.
It is. Oh,
Right, racing, Jaden.
One out eventually. At this round, anyway.
If they were both by the side of each other for a few more corners, it could have given JB an opportunity to...
Its speed limit is 45 miles per hour, 300 feet, 100 feet.
Point maybe goes a little bit wide there, but keeps it on.
JB going in? Smart.
JB's going in.
61% right rear, 91.
Smart.
was starting to slide all over the place.
What do you think?
I feel
Yeah, probably hard tyres from battling.
half an hour. He might do. We'll see.
I think he doesn't want to get caught up in any action.
Looks like it's just going to be a splash of fuel.
Yep.
I feel James might regret that by the end of the race. In my personal opinion, but we'll see what happens.
You got traffic behind, watch out.
Double check your tyres.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he was only stationary there.
Car in front is Vincent, car 37, and the rating is 1.6.
Yeah, I think the call to change the...
Or just he wound the window down and they said, sniff this. And then
Who's crouched in front of me?
Cheers, Dad.
Yeah, okay. I think the right call was the one Jason made, taking tires at the first at the long one. If you had to change tires, I think it was the right time to do it. No, it's too late. But yeah, JB's car was pretty lively, especially at the back, so we'll see.
Well, it's going to remain lively. They didn't change any tires. I think Jay's still laughing at whatever I said.
I've just got this visual of
Let's stop that corner and it is.
bucket of fuel, just chucking it straight out.
Blue flag.
Scene from Zoolander or something.
BVG has gone to the pits, so that's another element of that battle. The Jaden Scotton one-time battle.
Yeah, it's interesting where
68% tyres, man. Fucking hell.
There's a car exiting the pits.
the effects of battling in 2s and 3s at the moment, just rather just get
D25.
there, or maybe they're just reacting.
Well, that makes me happy. I was at 82. It's funny, I was literally just looking at that.
I was 78 at my first stop, so oh shit.
Right. I think they're all reacting to one another, for sure. Sam Wobbly's caught up with the back end of this little group now. He's caught Jamie Jeffrey.
Yeah, I think for Jamie Jeffrey that lost a bit of pace recently and backed up to Wobbly's, which is good for Wobbly's safe fueling, which I'm not happy to say it. Oh, seriously. Yeah, that was almost the sand trap there. Careful.
Yeah, it wasn't far off it. I think he sent
Already done 2 stops, Rob.
Yep.
Nice.
leaving that final corner and going super wide for Stephen Walker there.
I have a feeling Wobbly isn't stopping again.
Right, Jamie, I won't do anything.
Strong car, apologies.
Cheers, Dale.
Yeah, I don't know that he's going to bother doing anything with it though, because he doesn't need to, technically, does he?
Thank you, Dale. Nice paint.
Very well.
She said that. She said that Wobbly must be listening to you because she's in.
Gap 2, D17 behind now, 2.8, a lap ahead.
Between them at the moment, so yeah, you're absolutely right, Pete.
Yeah, we'll have to ask Wobbly what does it smells behind Jamie, because for unicorn park, I'm not sure.
This is a family-friendly
Got my erection back following you, PPG.
I'm talking about the...
And now I know what car feels like, but bigger, obviously.
here and a mechanic.
Can you imagine the unicorn actually at the fuel tank and just plunge in each time he goes to the pits? That's very funny. I don't want to see the connection between the two of them. Hopefully Chris kids are looking and stuff. Especially that just and not actually watching.
I know, well, I don't know.
Well, in the middle of the
Andrew, sitting 22. You should come out just in front of you. You're reeling, Vincent in. Gap's down to 6.9.
Should he say he was completely off his face?
Especially, I don't know if everybody was sliding around.
I'll stay wide, Carl.
That the joke
Mate,
was validated by Chris Jackson. Thank you, Chris.
Right, so there's now a bigger gap formed between the first two and the second six. I mean, it's only 1.1 seconds.
Fuck you know, I've got to pass the tyres, didn't I?
Really, in a TCR.
let you back past V.
Yeah, he's
So I've got 2 incident points to play with.
breaking it back into less than a second. I don't know whether he's had a few wobbles on the route, maybe his tyres are...
Well, it didn't help well, Salvador slapped me up the arse on that corner, didn't it? Well, side panel, not arse.
7.9 now, so he is bringing it back.
I've only got 2 X.
Maybe he just got the wriggle on.
Yeah, I've only got 3 and 2 of them were off. Whoever took me out on the first lap.
Lewis and JB passing Chesney, who's been in the pit. Carl Hardy still got James Scotton for company. Yeah, JB's back there now.
This is going to be a challenge. We've only got 1 left now, I think.
This is in X's at T1, don't count.
He's been in twice, and others have only been in once around.
On the inside.
Anywhere. So I have 0 X's, but really I've got 5 because they've not put the track where they need to at T1 to accommodate my line.
E24.
Mr. Rob is actually an TCR driver.
Rob.
Oh yeah, I see him on the sign, sorry, yeah.
Fucking hell, he's being tired, horrible.
It's a registration for the race, so we can update the result at the end of the race. Sorry to interrupt the broadcast for that.
Gap 2, Andrew. Behind is increasing. It's now 4.2 seconds.
Thank you.
You're second off the pace in Sector 1.
Yeah, sorry. Just still shocking at the moment.
Everything works lovely and smoothly. Yeah.
Yep.
Like the braking point on that corner there is going to come back miles.
Logan's at school, but he loves smart humour, so that's fine.
How old is he? Because I feel like he's been a young child for a long time. So he's probably 20 now.
Yeah.
Within a second of each other after nearly 1 hour's worth of racing.
And they've got a very tiny lead over Tony Walker, who was bolted to them for a good proportion of that first stint before the pit stops. But he's now 7 seconds behind, and he's got a 3-second lead over
That lap was a 1:33.14.
lead over Carl Hardy and James Scotton, who are kind of bringing Salvatore with them, who is 1 lap down. I mean, there's nothing to stop Salvatore.
So Wilson's done his last stop, he's 10 seconds behind me, I'm still to stop, so you... Dave?
Yeah, I do need to stop.
He would be allowed to unlock himself, really, wouldn't he, Sal? Those are the rules in NASCAR, I suppose.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Well, if he's faster than the other guy, just yeah, sure, make it fair.
Obvious.
But
Yeah,
go for it.
Go for it, yeah.
Yeah, I have nothing against that.
Dan is on the chat evening. We've already pushed SRL late. You're a bit late for
20 minutes left here.
Dan Knowles, everybody.
Bstv update.
Racing League, who race on a Friday, normally. They're starting up again. So, get yourself signed up if you like TCR.
Nope.
You're always here for us.
Sorry, mate.
That's alright, mate.
Not a bad one.
Away. Right, David, flashy airs into the pits here. He's gonna take
You in here, Michael?
He's gonna keep it going.
There's Vita pitted over, won't he?
Let me know when you want to be passed and where.
Quite a lot of fuel actually compared to some.
Wherever, mate, I don't mind.
Yeah.
Don't slow yourself down.
Sector 3 is 1.7 seconds off the pace.
Tyres at the same time as fuel.
No.
I expect a loss.
Bloody black flag.
Now, just little splashes or JB's in case of bucket.
You have?
Going, just keep going till the end.
Yeah, I think I came off the pit limit slightly too early.
Right, that is Paul, I think, is it? Yeah.
Go on, I'll go there, mate. Go right.
Go on.
You got there, the drive-through.
Second splash.
hold for 40 seconds. Oh, you are kidding me. It's fucking ridiculous, that.
Probably not see wobbly at all. Let's just go on board with him so that the viewers can see how much he feels over.
Yeah.
We're very close now, guys. Second gap is gone.
That's right.
Cheers, mate. You might have gathered, Steve, they've come back to me now, these tyres.
Oh yes, oh obviously, yeah. This is brilliant.
I think you're sliding about a bit.
Bstv in a nutshell for you.
It is, yeah. Chris keeping the Bstv spirit alive in the chat, folks. We can't possibly tell you what it is. It's probably show up, isn't it?
Yeah, you've got one professional commentator in the booth, it's Jay.
Sometimes hit me slow as always.
And myself. And you've got 20 people on the chat, that's awesome.
Well, my good Christian values won't allow me to delve down to that level.
Yeah, you'd have to stoop pretty low. So these guys are still doing really good lap times though. They're in the 129s, 130s. The top two drivers.
Oh, spitting from
B.
Still in the pit. Oh no, he's gone in again.
Yeah, it's burnt, David, so I wonder if what's that wrong?
I hit my pit box for the first time tonight.
Good stop for him.
You're only supposed to drive into it.
There's excuses before he started racing tonight about VR and all the other stuff, connection issues.
It's not what your mum said.
I don't want to hear it.
blue flag, be smart.
Please tell me that Pete Newman, have you got pit again?
Yeah.
Thank fuck. How many laps you got left?
8.
Oh, fucker.
Yeah, just really close to the pace of each other, not giving each other an inch. It's almost like they'll fall from the poker table and it's just trying to check each other out, see what's going on.
Thank you, Chris.
Is that for position or problem, Fiona?
Yep.
Everybody seems to be wanting to show their hands at the moment.
We're gonna try to play a nice game between
And she's being really stubborn.
Yes, nothing, but top 4 are at the end of the race. Top 4 at the end of the race.
I've got 8 laps of fuel left and there's 15 minutes to go. How many laps do I need?
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. I'm gonna go wobbly Stephen because Stephen's.
I mean, I'm not going to tell you whatever because I'm not getting the blame if you fucking run out.
Go on, Rob.
Thank you.
E24.
Thank you. I really don't want those guys to catch me. And I'm sure they don't want to catch me either.
Go on, P, I won't take advantage of that one this time. Yeah.
What's lead pack? 4 cars?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to sort of lunge on you and then end up taking us both out, so.
You're
doing 130s then?
At the back is because
I'm still in the 30s.
Yeah.
meeting early and being at the front, it will have a few seconds more fuel to put in compared to.
I'm going to run trying to find a lap here, don't go in for fuel.
Thinking, yeah. It's so close between them that it's just 1 second more in the pace and you're just behind the 2 of them.
I mean, that last lap wasn't close, it was
It's gonna be tough.
30.6.
I thought it was gonna be a fun game to play with 14 minutes to go.
Well, we need to catch Dale up.
Until the end of this season. I just went fast again.
Yeah, I think so. Not sure.
Not just this race.
Is he in here? In here, Dale?
Yeah. No,
you didn't
we
stop?
No.
All right.
Boys, chat on the chat, it's fine.
Get some traction with that fucking Honda tonight, see? This thing's usually monstrous like that.
We're pretty close to each other, and GB is gonna be, not that close.
Not close enough for them.
No.
Just don't forget, Jason's got newer shoes on.
Yeah.
Actually, surprisingly, it's close together, to be honest, but I think James was doing a little bit of fuel saving behind one of the pack cars.
You going, Jamie?
He's sitting there, Tony, wobbly.
Blue flag.
Yeah.
There's another one in.
24 whole hours in a day, it's fine.
Yeah, that's true. Right, so we've now got just over a second's gap between Pete Newman and Jamie Jeffrey.
Back in, I've got the leaders coming up on us again.
There is tyres so second hand now that he's losing it a bit. In fact, the top three is starting to spread out a bit now.
Yeah, so it goes well for our prediction, Jay.
But it's looking great for me.
Still one more pit to do, and with tyres looking level the way they are at the moment, after the longest stint over mid-Ohio is a track which has very high tyre deck. We're kind of like a rock stuff that is a bit uneven across the tyres, like that pit lane entry on longer tyres is going to be even more of a challenge than it already is when you're trying to take it at pace. Approach the final 10 minutes of the race, currently on lap 46.
Freddie, nearly quite a move. No, where's Demis gone? There. Right, so this is
D23.
at the back end.
Push.
Well, he is making his way through. Oh, hang on, yeah. Cool.
Do you need my position for points, Michael?
This will be interesting. None of the other three have
I don't
No,
know.
he's fine. No, he's way ahead, don't worry.
Thanks, Andy.
Cool.
Blue flag.
2 seconds behind Steve, but I have a feeling that
As long as Jamie's behind him, he'll be alright.
Oh my word.
Oh, it's Fred who's in second, I think.
JB just got a bucket thrown through the window of his car, then
Blue flag. Car ahead of us is back.
So you keep us closely away if he catches.
That was a few of
Oh, when he catches, sorry. Is that?
you can peel the foil off the top. Yeah.
You tell me where you want me to go.
That's funny stuff.
And don't be rude.
The car behind you.
Here we go again.
Jeffrey in that order.
So he goes with speed. Nah, not like that.
Welcome to the TCR Prius Championship.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like absolutely
Horrendous. Yeah.
feel like a Porsche mission RZ or something. Oh, I feel like a group of...
Oh,
Eyes absolutely knackered.
Wow.
There's a cutback.
It is. There's
Cheers.
a drag race. Drag race for turn
I basically can't lose time to Dennis when you guys all pass him.
Got a track limit warning.
Yeah, block the next corner, which is perfect.
So I'm an interested party.
Oh my word. Oh.
That was one of the best
Symbolic move.
Yeah, great.
Really nicely performed there. Watched his lines, both kept him respectful, and Jaden positioned his car on that uphill.
Maybe he's listening because he flashed his lights.
Runny, go. And forgot where the gas pedal was just for a...
Alright, blue flag here.
Back at the front here. Where? So 16 seconds back down the road from those three is Newman.
Stephen Walker put in a 1:30.8, which is actually quicker up the front three. So now that Pete's done his pit stop, we should expect to see Stephen try and put that little extra bit of oomph on. I know Bobby's going to be wanting Jamie Jeffrey to push on a little bit as well to keep in the toe and remain fast. It looks like Jamie Jeffries actually was for a second getting away. Bobby was watching here, Cal Hardy trying to return the favour here on Jaden Scott. Not quite able to get it in, and starting behind. He's got 6.5 minutes to try and make this count, so it'll be another
Oh, my inside tyre is 59.
leaders out.
Tires are fucking gone.
Get it in.
I hope not, but if it is, then that's the way it is. And we're
What tyres?
Made a legend out of yourself.
Well, no talk of women in this group.
Right.
Just pictures.
Let's have a look at these front runners. Demis staying wide.
How much fuel, Pete?
Here now. Stephen Walker has decided he's checking out. He's got nearly 2 seconds on Jamie Jeffrey, who's got a second over Wobbly. Wobbly is probably
And if you lead lap guy is going to make the lap, or are you going to do the stop?
in that car.
I've stopped already.
Can't hear it over his radio
Shit.
at the moment, but yeah.
I'm not thinking that Wobbly's not going to pit over, but Wobbly does need to get a bit closer to Jamie here.
Keep going, Chris, I need a draft. Stay away from Euro.
Yeah, I'll keep going as long as I can then.
Yeah, I'm out.
Unlucky timing, Demis. Thanks. Stephen's in.
That was nearly a crash.
Is there no Pete Newman in this chat?
It was.
Yes, he is, but he's quiet.
Okay, cool.
Focusing.
Concentrating.
And Demis just nearly going into the side of the car. Can you imagine Demis actually?
Yeah, I'm a bit, it's quiet.
Yeah,
Oh,
not
that's a 10. That's a 10.
What? Yeah, that's a tenner. Straight away. I was just checking that these.
I think Wobbles is going to coast up to me and look for a toe, I think.
No, and almost.
I'll let you go because I'm wide.
Pete Newman, and yeah,
Just hold your up.
I feel like.
Yeah, I will a little bit.
He's catching quick.
Right. As of now, it's not over yet, but.
Great section of the race there from Stephen Walker though to actually be a bit further.
See if I can hold him right down the straight.
I'm sorry, what did you just say? Family show.
As in,
Family show.
some of my Dutch from Zandvoort over there, and
Yes.
I got everything lost in translation.
D23.
And this way back out. There we go. It's on the system. Stephen Walker out there, but in front of Pete Newman, and
Oh, there's only 4 laps left then.
3% laps to 7 and absolutely smashing wide, and
Just told me I've only got 5 laps of fuel left.
It doesn't seem like I know more about
So if they'd done the job left, there should only be 4, because I asked for an extra 1.
I wish just call that luck.
Let's do that.
if I don't agree, I'm not.
339, he's just going to
He's
stop.
fast, mate.
Cool.
I don't think he needs to.
No, I don't think he needs to either. They've
catch me before it ends.
Stay ahead of the rest of the Pro-Am Championship.
I'm gonna go check that right away.
Tony, is there a race in that championship?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I thought so.
Well, that was my one gone, man.
Okay, so 12th place is 172.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck.
And Bunny is 5th, so that's 214.
That's not enough to bridge the 90 points. So Michael's still in the driving seat for the championship of Pro-Am.
That's the final 2 minutes race.
Alright, blue flag here.
Start turn 1 now.
2 minutes left.
Heat racing. Then once it's the last lap, there's
Oh, he's towing fucking Demis up.
the rest of the last lap to find the single race event today. I wish iRacing would make that setting just to keep it consistent for the season.
I don't mind
Is it the same if racing?
Gotta defend your position.
It's the same in the last race with e-racing, yeah, it's a standard race. What I'd like to see iRacing is
Slide them through, please.
racing, have multiple race single sessions where that doesn't happen. I think that's something that they need to
Back it
develop.
down.
It's very much on a NASCAR dirt racing format. Heat.
They gave us
You must have new tyres, do you, Dave?
Yes, mate, yeah.
Stays out of the way of the race is passing him.
Cheers, Rob.
Because
There's
if it's 50
a-
points, fifth overall in the race. And the top of the Pro-Am Championship, right? Not Championship, Pro-Am.
We've got Michael behind us now.
Tony Walker.
You carry on,
Oh, I
mate.
really didn't want him to fucking pass.
Freddie Van Eekhoven wants to peel that
This
out.
might be my only entertainment of the night.
Grip at the moment. Are we going to see the flag? We should see white flag. Yeah, I just saw it. Yeah. Last lap.
Thank you.
Thanks, Paul. Sorry about that.
Like Freddie's got
That's right, one more.
moves here onto Tony Walker. Oh, that's not a move you want to do.
That's a nice move.
Well, yeah.
Hopefully you have his consent because that's
Yeah. At least buy him dinner first.
White flag.
Slow down there as he was
Thank
going
fuck.
through that.
Alright, that's going to break that up then. Okay. Let's go back to this then.
I'll let you go, Michael.
There you go, mate. Oh, fuck. Cheers.
Stephen Walker is enough ahead as long as he doesn't throw it into China Beach or something like that. Wobbly's got a nearly 15-second advantage now.
Alright, no worries. Hit your marks. Let's go get them back.
Fantastic first in for Wobbly. And coming up to the last few corners, the right down Pleasant Valley, where we're all secretly hoping we hear cars spit out now. But after so many race wins, no championship to show for it, in 2 corners of time, that changes.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, no longer the fastest driver never to win. Wobbly over the line for a championship and the race win here at
Well, congratulations, Wobbly. He's just pulled everyone's pants down.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Fantastic entertainment, fantastic.
Yeah.
Did it on one stop, did he?
Yeah, he finally
Yep.
has
Fuck, he's
24. Checkered flag.
the wood.
Obviously, great defending there.
why do you say finally? Because I know they've seen each other.
Jamie Jeffrey over the line, Tony Walker.
Cheers, David. I don't think got the matter though.
Good race, Pete.
There we go.
Freddie Van Eekhoven second there. Some good gents.
Yeah, trading quality, mate. Well, I just didn't dare risk a door bang. Great racing, that's it. JB, great result, young man. Well done.
Yeah, you needed one more lap there, yeah.
Yeah, many now either, because
Same. Just one more lap.
Daniel Lewis.
Hopefully I got you sweating at least a little bit.
Oh.
class
I made a lot. I mean, did you get him, Chris?
Nah.
Thanks, Carl.
Yeah, unfortunately not. He was 2 places ahead of me.
Well done. Well done, Wobbly.
Oh, yes, sorry.
It was down to the first lap incident.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'd have been battling with him the full race, I think, because I caught him up, it was 5 seconds, and then I missed my pit box on the second pit, so I lost about another 3. So, yeah, well, I brought it back from 12 to 5, so it wasn't too bad, and then
I think Tony and me also had a good haul on points for the teams.
Yeah, Tony, that's a wicked result there, mate. Well done. Well played this season.
Multiple previous champions.
I don't know about you, mate. They're following you now.
Don't speed.
Right, chaps, good job. I'm about Simca's GP. See you next season, hopefully.
Yeah, well done, mate. Thanks for coming in. Well done.
I'm sorry, Wildly.
See you next season.
Yeah, mate.
Left front, 35%.
Did you keep that position then, Pete?
Left rear, 87%. Right
Yes.
rear, 86%.
See you later.
Yeah, chill, mate.
Well done, Wobbly, Pete, everybody.
Scotland in a heated battle for most of the race, actually. There with
Oh,
Hardy, he finished
that was sweaty.
7th place for Flatline Racing. Cal Hardy for Safeguard by result finished 8th. JB Dejay, 9th overall. Great result for Bstv Esports. Pete Van Gool, 10th. For result clothing iRacing team with Euro Larkin in 11th.
Yeah, well done, Dan. 52% front tyres.
I'm a bit surprised he's not further up, but maybe that was a tactic he was calling. For result X Pure Sims.
60-56 on my front left.
And then the first of our AM Class drivers and AM Class champion now, Daniel
42.
14th, Blade Design.
Left rear, 94.
Oh, I haven't looked at mine, one sec. I'll have a look.
Swap them over.
It would say front left 57, right 68. The rears were still in the 80s.
Well, I've just had to peel my top off myself.
I'm alright.
Bit wham.
Yeah, it is. You shouldn't have put the fan on halfway through. Like, turn that fan on quick.
Well, I call it night, lads.
Yeah, we'll decide what we're doing tomorrow night, shall we?
Yeah, this is some fun. M2s, maybe?
Chris Dixon,
Yeah, anything. We can do anything, can't we?
Any thoughts on which car you're going to drive next season?
I don't know, mate. No.
I'm actually going to test the Honda.
Yeah, so am I.
Yeah, I'm going to test the Veloster, just because you've just said what that.
Cool.
I don't want the Elantra. That's not a granddad's car.
Hey.
Standings quick updated already. That's quick, isn't it?
There was definitely a winning pick there.
Sam's done the standings already.
For a massive
really?
He said in Discord. Standings Prime. Look at that's good. Yeah, Michael, you got a 40 points lead on Tony.
Yes, Michael, well done.
Tony,
Honestly, I don't know.
Not sure I deserved it after that performance.
Where did Tony get?
The race.
Just bringing it home, mate.
On a one so,
They're all under control.
fair play to
Did Tony get second?
In the championship.
for what they
Tony got second, yeah.
But with a 14 or 15 second gap at the end of the race. No,
Right, lads. Catch you later. See ya. Bye, Pete.
Nice one, Pete.
Yeah, mate. Hey, well done, PVG. Great season, mate. Well done.
I mean, that's an entire pit stop's worth of time.
How close was the teams, Pete?
Yeah, and I mean, we.
Oh, I don't know. Has anyone got that?
You should have obliterated that.
No, I think it was close after last week.
With the lead group, it's like.
I mean, they definitely won it, but
point of view, like.
How close?
Shouldn't have to depend on the fuel saving. I mean, look at Formula 1 trying to make Monaco more exciting by putting more pit stops in. Then a virtual safety car comes along, which causes everyone to pit right at the beginning. Anyway, it's one of those one stops. Like people will always try and find a way to sort of like use those loopholes. And use those to the advantage.
I think you're breaking up there, Mike.
I mean, it's been one of the...
I was saving the replay anyway. Fucking shit for some reason.
But a lot of the times...
I don't know why I saved it.
Watch that back in his
the race under control from the get-go, and they performed a job of keeping it nice and comfortable, absolutely superbly, and worthy winners today.
Rear tyres
very well.
28%.
Right, you might want to lower.
How many? They had 4867 Pete. They had 4785.
Well, I was still in the conversation.
I know, I love it.
You won it, yeah?
I went to 100.
You weren't swearing, which is unusual.
I'm going up top, I'll catch
you are
live.
Please do not swear.
Yeah, take care, well done.
Yeah, I'm going to follow you up, Fee. I'll see you up there.
But I'm here. So, clean sweep tonight. Absolutely.
I had too many shit rounds and too many incident points during the season.
Don't mention any names, sir.
I apologise. That's it. That's what I was looking at. But please don't be a little points. To be fair, I completely forgot about it, mate. To be honest with you, I haven't.
Not cursing.
Don't you worry about it.
It happens to this street racing. It's when you get someone who's
well, yeah, like for example, yeah, what happened between you and I was just completely. It was by accident. It was just. Whereas the other things that have happened to me were more than avoidable, whereas that's just one of them things, mate. I wouldn't have, if I had somehow won it, I wouldn't have deserved to win it. Like, I've been terrible this season. And what's annoying me is I've been trying to chase setup, and for the last couple of weeks I've not had any time to do anything. I've just been really busy. So this week my best setup all season was Portimao. I put a bit of time into that. That's one of my favourite tracks. The car felt fucking insane around there. And I put that on for this, and I went half a second quicker than the setup I had tried. I was like, you're taking a fucking piss.
I had an ARA set up for this, and I just couldn't make it work, and I made some changes to it myself, and it actually felt lovely after that. I just changed the cameras a bit on the side.
Yeah.
Just clicked
It's good when you start to figure it out and make the cars better. The endurance races that I really like.
And we all had to say.
Yeah, it was good.
Fuel saving capability.
Mr. Dixon, commiserations, mate. Dex sends his apologies. He didn't.
Yeah, I know it wasn't intentional. I broke early and he just clipped me, and luckily I stayed out of the barrier. So.
Just took the pressure off of me a little bit. To be fair,
Well, yeah, I was catching you up. I got it down to about 3.9 seconds, and then Chesney was behind me. And,
I took tyres, mate. To be honest, I thought, why not?
Yeah, he was behind us, and
the last 10 minutes.
Sort of I had to keep him behind me, so I started losing a second lap, and that was it.
When I was doing the officials in the week, half an hour pushing hard, tyres did feel. They're probably just overheating. They're probably not worn down too much.
Yeah.
But I just thought, fucking take them. Don't took fronts.
Yeah, by the end I had no grip at all. Yeah. It was just sliding all over.
Did anyone else take tyres?
Yeah, a few people.
Did, I know.
But it wasn't.
Jaden did. I know Jaden did.
Dave did.
And realised that you could do it.
Dave was 3 seconds a lap quicker at the end than me. Because he took tyres. But yeah, Dave did. Andy did. I don't know if Faye did. I don't think she did. Yeah.
Oh, without doubt.
I don't know what I had. I didn't look.
I had 60 was my worst on my front left.
It was a little bit
of a car. 66
I kept
front
looking
left.
at the numbers and
yeah, after Thruxton I found you can run them all the way to 45 and you don't, like once, you go quick and then the tyres drop off. They go all the way down to like 45% and you don't really get any extra drop off until I just started to feel it go after that, but I bet you can go a bit more than that. But yeah, for these endurance races, it's so rare you need to change tyres.
They're overheating when they wear, don't they?
Yeah, if you check your temps and it's over like a 100, I think I use Fahrenheit and centigrade. If it's over like 100C, then you're overheating your tyres. So obviously, then you're not going to have enough grip. Like trying to keep it below 100 after a long stint, and the track temperature came down throughout the race as well, so that helped a bit as well.
It was rubbing.
Yeah,
I thought it felt a lot better than it did in quality approaches.
Yeah.
Fine. But then I would have to
I really enjoyed that. That was fun. I knew I wasn't. Because like I say, I've not done any or much practice. I did the official and a bit of time just before that. But I couldn't do what Wobbly did.
Once you get in the rhythm around there, it was alright.
Yeah, it's one of my more favoured tracks. I don't dislike it. I do actually enjoy it when it comes up on the calendar.
He never won a team championship.
Well, congratulations on the championship.
I won it with Tyler
team championship.
Yeah, it's nice to get a team, man. I'm generally happy for that.
I'll see you guys all next season, if not before.
Well done, JB.
Yeah, well done, mate.
Yep, thanks. Bye.
Thank you, mate.
Great pace, mate.
To be fair, I was fine with one arm, because my team only did 2 races.
Now get who gets that?
Shocking behaviour.
It turns out we might have had a chance. Mr. Woodcock.
Spectre driver in my head.
He's sacked already, don't worry. He's sacked himself.
Because he's a hydro race to you, Desic driver. What was the name of the team again?
Let's look at the safe driver standings.
I forget about that because I'm not going to be anywhere near it. My incidents I had.
Dick got it.
Who's the highest pro?
I got third.
Do you have anybody you want to shout out to?
Not pushing hard enough.
Regarding any of the
not pushing hard enough.
Yeah, well done on your win, Dan, anyway.
Yep.
Last race.
He deserved it, mate.
Yeah, don't you get the AM champ?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we had a good little race yesterday as well, at the start of yesterday. That was fun.
I said to Kev, don't worry, our race was Steve.
Yeah. Yeah, you sort of started late. I was like, for fuck's sake.
It's not allowed in the Audi next season.
Yeah.
If I go to a different car, I'm turning out.
I was sick of the EMJ like the other week, I think last week.
Go on, Kevin the Civic.
I told
him I won't be in the Civic.
Compliment because
you can have the Civic, I'll give you my setup.
I'll be the fella.
I know.
I'll get them AOA setups.
With others, I found that my brother gets the what is that? It's a setup shot. Not high Q. High mode.
Yeah, I didn't like those on TCR. Everyone's better.
Yeah, he's tried the TCR ones and he wasn't a fan. And I'm like, well, when it comes to TCR, I'm not using anyone else's setup. So if I'm going to be shit, I'm going to be shit on my own terms.
Gail Valero makes them, that's him driving it, not me.
Yeah, I mean,
he's a different gravy, so.
Yeah, everyone has a different driving style. With all their other setups, like if I drive the NP2 or the GT3 or anything else, or GT4s, like their setups are the best ones I've found. Like whether it's just because who does it drives similar to me or I just get on with it better, then they're perfect. But I just point blank to refuse any other TCR setups. Like it's whatever I've built for the car kind of thing. Because I drive this the most, so I get more enjoyment when if I win and I've used my own setup. You know what I mean? Like whereas in all the other cars, I ain't got time to piss around learning how to set those cars up. So it's just easier for me to download something.
If you can go out and do a lap and then recognise by how it feels what you need to change, then that's a skill in itself. I don't know how to do that. I mean, I did here because it just wasn't turning in the way I wanted. It was struggling. Even with changing the bias, it just didn't feel right. So just a couple of clicks made all the difference.
Yeah, a lot of it is
current and raining.
The best thing to do is whatever setup you're using, go out, do some laps, and don't take your fastest lap. Take whatever because obviously you know the tyres drop off after a few laps. Try and get a lap as close to your fastest lap as you can, and then consistently hit that. So there's no point going out on a track doing 2, 3, 4 laps and then going, I need to change the setup. Do like almost a whole stint or like 10, 12 laps and be like, right, this is okay, but I'm not consistent. Go out again, get consistent, and only then start making changes. The trouble is that's a long-winded process. However, 6 months down the line, you can then go out and do 5, 6 laps at a track and be like, oh no, this is what I'm not getting. I know what to change. You change that instantly, do those 5, 6 laps, and think, yeah, okay, that's great. And then you can go and carry on. Like, obviously, once you learn it, it becomes quicker to notice what changes what. And to be fair, even now, there are things where I know what I need to do, I'll change it, and it'll either feel worse or it'll just feel the same. And I'm like, well, this is a driver skill issue rather than a setup skill issue. Like,
the thing is, though, everything it's always a compromise, and everything changes a knock-on effect on something else. So they say, like, change one thing at a time. But you might need to change 2 things combined to make it work. Like, you might need to a little bit of suspension harder or softer. You need to know what you're doing really to do it properly.
Yeah.
You can learn. You can totally learn.
Yeah, I've experimented with stiffer suspensions at some tracks where the corners are longer. Like, I used to do a lot of setup work in Forza, and I know obviously the game's different, but you'd be surprised how much the principle between the two and what you change to achieve the same thing is exactly the same.
If it's similar, it's similar. I mean, does anyone ever change the tyre pressures? Does anyone ever play with tyre pressures?
Well, in Forza, yeah, I did, but not in
our races.
The lower the better is, and they've said that themselves.
You're going in a minute, Steve.
Why don't they leave a lower pressure on so you got a wiggle room in there?
There you go. I knew they were going to pull in.
So where was you just lift it off in every braking zone, probably? Because I was saving fuel the first stint.
So I was lifting off at the first corner at the slightly after the 300 mark.
Right.
Then at the second corner, I think at the there was no 400 mark, but about 400 meters. Then on the third corner, well, fourth corner, if you count American numbers, about 350 meters before the 400 mark,
17 and 18.
Then I let the car roll into the corner, and I lifted going up that side hill to the left. Then I lifted to the right as well. Then I throttled it, and then once I hit the right-hand curve, and you're like right over that little hump again, then I lifted off, let the car roll, and then at the 300 mark for the left-hand turn, I let it off again, and then halfway through that exit curve on the right-hand side, I was also lifting.
How much do you reckon that cost you in time per lap?
0.2 seconds.
Fucking hell.
So basically, normally I would say it's like 7 liters of saving or 8 something.
If I did that, it'd be 2 seconds.
Neutral, unless it's against wobbly.
So the thing is, you needed to save 8 liters, and normally I would say, especially on one stand, it's obviously too much, but on this track, because you have like it goes up and down a lot. Instead of braking, you just let the elevation changes slow down the car, which doesn't really cost you that much.
Very well done, Stephen. But,
yeah.
I was thinking about it, but
like Pete says,
the last normally I don't test these things. I just know where to save a little bit. But for the last 10 minutes in practice, I realized that one stop was on the table, so I tried it.
I feel like if I remember last week,
and I was only 0.2 seconds off my quickest time with a full load. It's like, well, then it's fine. And also you're surfing the tires a little bit because you're not really braking that hard. You're carrying less speed towards the corner. You brake slightly later and slightly less.
I went back to an old setup from Portimao, which is my favourite track.
Have you thought about what round or what track you want for your Champions Tour yet?
I know which track.
We went in and it was like, oh, by the way,
I'm
figured this out. And I was
it's going to be a surprise.
I just haven't had time to use any fuel.
I'm going to guess you're going to Zolder.
Yeah,
no.
I think we played it quite well.
Well, that's one gone.
If one of us was told, that would have been good.
Which one? Is the schedule out?
Oh, everybody else
was from Pete.
He's on our racing forum.
Most of the laps apart from pit stops, and then there was a couple of laps. He didn't have to.
No, that's too predictable. He won't go down.
He helped me out a lot over the years in terms of really. So
hey, Knockhill's a good one.
I'd have to have won the race.
Yeah, Cadwell
and those two would have had to have some sort of incident and been,
I reckon
on week 6 even get close to winning the championship.
He's going to do the full Le Mans.
Help you out to do what you want me to do. So
no, I know which track I'm going to pick. I mean, obviously, there's one track, and I
see what would happen. And luckily, it worked out.
Wow, then you have to look back on the podcast. But I definitely mentioned this several times during all the years that I've been here. That's my favorite. Sim Track is my favorite track because I have really good memories on it. Because it was my. That's what I want to say. It was my first win on fuel saving, and also in a similar way when nobody was doing a one stop and I did a one stop.
I've got a guess. I reckon it's in the Lagos.
No, mate.
And it's going to be an endurance week as well, yeah?
Is it
yeah.
Is it in Europe?
To be fair, I don't even know.
Fair enough, we'll leave it alone.
No, but anyway, if you like the fuel safe, I normally I don't test it. I just fuel safe a little bit everywhere, and there's always one big lift. But now I tested it in practice, and I realized that it was fine. But like the number you can basically save on a track is about 2.5 liters. That's tops.
I wonder if
during like a normal sprint race, a normal feature race, and 2.5 liters is cutting it usually, maybe 3. But it highly depends on the track. And this track, I did this before on this track, like in a similar manner. That's why I knew I wouldn't lose that much time as well.
A little bit more.
Oh, you did well. I mean, it was still. If you look at the standings, it was still quite close on the top, wasn't it? Really.
Your season, because you were.
Yeah, it was quite close.
Did you miss a week? I missed 2 weeks.
You have 2 drop weeks.
The luck eluded me.
And I missed
a few races.
I missed 2. Like when I had a running competition and something else. I don't know. I think the other one was Donington. I just couldn't be bothered.
Either got taken out or ended up getting.
What, Donny?
I think I
races
where I just drive through much of the race. And
you think?
Yeah,
that's the one he's picking then.
Donny Nationals, right?
The season either.
No, I don't like it. I mean, it's been a running joke for years as well. It's just
really
I've been complaining about Donington ever since I joined Bstv. That's about 5 years ago.
Official on the Tuesday.
I mean, it's a lot of people's favourite, but it's not my favourite.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I've been driving the 100 a long time. I've got a lot of setup, so
it's not my favourite.
Figure it out on the fly, but.
I've been there hundreds of times, but it's alright, but it's not my favourite circuit.
Really competitive.
My local circuit is Brands Hatch.
Well, mine's Croft.
Dominated, but overall, it's
mine is Sandford, but it's all the way on the other side. It's like 3 hours driving.
Good season. Like
what's the other track in
here and there? Probably could have been avoided, but that happens anywhere.
The MotoGP goes.
That's all been taken care of.
Decent track,
respect.
What's that one?
Overall, yeah, I would say it could have been
my favourite track
seasons.
Is Magello on RS. It's a great track.
I'm more than happy.
I never really driven it. I just didn't have a league where
That's in the schedule for next season, I think.
Yeah, but next season is like always the weird season because it's like halfway people go on a holiday. So it's a week. Okay, so the schedule's probably in this thing. This thing is announcements, whatever.
For details of that.
It's definitely the iRacing forum.
For yourself, for Gio.
Yeah, I think next season I'll be missing a few.
We hope that you return next.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop off, guys. It's been a good season. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Probably,
yeah, it's brilliant. Congratulations.
There's a free TCR league, so I don't know if you see it, SRL Friday nights. It's big out, though.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is, with the SRL, the thing is, it's too late for me, because it's an hour later.
Shout out
and I also have track running on Friday.
I know he likes racing,
so it means that I would
I'm sure,
start
brilliant when he stepped in, and he's
10:30 for me, and then
yourself, I know you put a lot of time and effort to this, and we all really appreciate it.
Yeah, or midnight. I did it once back in the day, but it's just too late.
Obviously,
fair enough, mate.
As well, I know
well done anyway. Have a nice evening.
Just thank you for putting it on, so we get to show.
Catch you later. Well done.
And Chris as well, because you guys were really compliant today. I understand why you're not always compliant, but we really appreciate it because of the championship medal.
You know, it's a thing that we all.
I've had a half-assed attempt to get there, so I think.
The broadcast is a bit more.
No, cheers, guys. Cheers.
Thank you, bye.
You know, we all appreciate it, and that we get to the opportunity to do that. Not only that, but just have a league where we can race.
Yeah, I think next season I might miss a few because I'll be away a couple of times.
Well, you get 2 weeks. You get 2 drop weeks,
stuff that. So the two endurance, what Jay's put on, what he put, James high rating,
community spirit and everything.
Magello, week 6, and
stuff
Suzuka,
like that. That's
week
great.
12.
Jay, I know you do a lot of TCR stuff.
Brilliant tracks, both of them.
Getting people in, and then just the rest of the drivers. My brother as well.
Better than 200, Watkins Glen, International Boot, front hatch,
didn't wobbly tyre. Just say that he was going to replace week 6 though.
With the
He didn't say.
yeah.
He didn't give away anything.
From what he said, he did a one-stop, so I'm guessing the track that he picks, he's going to swap it for an endurance race.
Yeah, it's week 6 he did.
I hope it's Montreal.
Life go by better.
Summit Point,
I don't like that track.
Road America,
Like that.
Sometimes people struggle in their private lives.
Simona,
This is a good
Where, sorry?
Sonoma,
Sonoma, ooh, yeah, that's a good one.
That little bit of
VIR, Daytona,
your headset on.
Good.
Go out, do your own thing.
Yeah, should we have the full list please then for the month?
A lot of people, I think.
Snetterton 200, Watkins Glen,
This is my
Lansat,
very much.
Canadian Tire, Summit Point, Magello,
It would have been worse. I appreciate it.
Circuit Villeneuve,
Guys and everyone else.
Road America,
All that does is
Sonoma, VIR, Daytona, Suzuka.
a lot more.
So out of all those, I'll get rid of the
Thank
Canadian
you for
one.
the kind words, and we will
If I had a choice.
see you in the next season of the TCR Challenge Cup. That'll be season 21.
It pretty well isn't.
Unbelievable, really.
Circuit, the chicane.
The luckiest man in Christendom, Stephen.
That was when we had pouring rain, wasn't it?
Well, I don't like that track at all.
Thank you, Stephen.
Cheers, guys. Thank you very much.
So, as you're going in, Buzzer, it'll be you next, Rogan.
Right, we'll bring
Yeah, it'll be you, Dan. He's gone.
Hey. Come on and do the conga.
Always love that.
Yeah, what would you lose out of all those ones, Steve?
Good evening.
Pardon?
Did you hear they just read out the track list?
Before you talk to us about
Oh, what, for next season?
Yeah, Gilles Villeneuve's the one I don't like.
Great start happened, and
Oh, I like that track.
happened at the very, very beginning.
Yeah, any tracks you don't like are the ones you're no good at. So.
I think you got a nudge and a push or something like that.
That's more, all of them then.
I didn't
For me.
Cool. I mean, Brands Hatch is a tricky one as well, isn't it? Many cars.
Oh, see, I fucking hate Brands Hatch.
Ah, no, I love it. It's great.
Is it the GP track or the Indy track?
It's a full
I mean, that's slightly better, but yeah, it's still a shit fucking. I hate Brands Hatch with a passion.
What did he say? VIR, Magello,
Love, shite.
what else did he say? Suzuka.
Shite.
I was going to
I fucking hate it so much.
Canadian Tire Motorsport Park.
Yeah, I like that.
What was the one he said, Chris? You remember?
I can't remember.
In the TCR.
In terms of it was impossible for
I can't remember. Magello, I love Magello.
Yeah, I like Magello.
Disqualified.
Well,
swearing and stuff like that.
Yeah. Like what he's going to get.
Oh, here we go. The Pulsar.
Snet 200, Watkins Glen.
Yeah,
There is no way.
Canadian Tire, Summit Point, that's fucking shit.
Right around there, wasn't it?
Yeah, I really don't like that track. Road America's too big for these cars. I'm not a fan of racing there. Sonoma, inject that into my veins. That's one of my favourite tracks.
NASCAR short though.
Yeah, it's or any variant of Sonoma that's a slightly longer one is perfect. It's just great. It's great racing and it's just a great track to lap. And I'm pretty sure Sonoma this patch next week is getting one of those updates where it makes it look all newer and nicer, so I think that's on that list, so that'll be good.
You've got VIR4, well, that's a long track, but I think that works for touring cars.
Yeah, see that one does, it's really, I like VIR. Daytona I despise, and then Suzuka I despise, that's pretty shit.
I love all of them except Gilles Villeneuve. Snet 200's alright.
Yes, Snetterton is a good
That's the one that looks like a penis and balls in it's laid out.
Yeah.
I mean, I look at your iRating.
It does.
Sorry?
Yeah, it's not a good track.
Watkins Glen is a bit love-hate for that. I hate the first corner.
Yeah, Watkins Glen is the worst track on the entire planet.
Yeah, I didn't like the classic, that was fucking horrendous.
Yeah, I might. Watkins Glen might be my drop route.
Yeah, Magello, Summit Point. Summit Point's alright, it's just, It's tight, isn't it? It's proper tight.
They've started off in the AM class, and we've seen it.
If you've got 35 cars buzzing around.
They developed that race strategy, that race.
But saying that, we just did Road Atlanta short in another league room. We had 37 cars on it. It wasn't too bad, actually.
Yeah, Road Atlanta shorts. We used to do that a lot in Forza.
Feel safe. You can learn.
It's a good track.
Daniels, a clear.
It is good. But it was until the second race. Completely fucking wiped out.
Dan, if you can teach Pete how
two coming, one guy squeezing the other one into the last corner, hits him, he spins up into that wall, and as I'm going around the bottom, it just spears across the track full speed.
And clearly you're right up there with your program now, so that's very good, and I would agree with what Pete said. I think league racing is not all, but I think it helps you a lot. What do you think?
Oh, for sure.
It'll happen.
I do
step by step.
Tuesday night CCR with just average racing every week.
Consistency's been good though.
So that gives us practice for the Wednesday. But I do put it down to, so it's my third season.
Well, yeah, Dan's done
so
well.
racing with the same people. Who's faster?
Yeah, he's got a lot quicker than the over the last
and that's one of the things
6 races.
You know,
over the last season, me and him were similar pace.
So
yeah,
it's much better.
Yeah, I'm up and down. Depends on the circuit. Some circuits I was with you, and then others I was a second behind. Like today, I think you had about 0.7, 0.8 on me. I think if I'd have been with you, I'd have probably been able to battle because I'd have been able to force you to.
I discovered that Steve Walker.
Mate, I had a nice relaxed race.
Yeah,
same way you was, and I didn't have to push. Well, I didn't.
Straight away, I
didn't have to finish in front of you. I just had to finish near you.
Yeah, you just had to. You could have finished behind me, and and it'd have been enough.
So I was on my own most of the time. I was cruise ground.
Yeah, well, I had Chesney for a bit. And he's a fair racer. He won't just lunge and take you out. He had some good battles, and he knew I was defending against him. And like you said, I got you down to about 4 seconds ish, and then next thing Chesney he caught up behind us because I let a couple of people pass,
a couple more seasons
and that was it. I just had to defend against him, and then lost loads of time to you. The thing is, he was slower than me, but because I had to defend against him, because it just slowed us both down. I lost like a second a lap.
So I've watched them.
Well, I mean, it's not an easy track to overtake, is it? But once you start taking the defensive line.
You can defend easily, but it isn't easy to
and obviously, just average racing.
So it just slowed us down. We were in like 133s. Once I dropped him, I was back in the 131s again. So
I love hearing
it was a good race. I enjoyed it.
I had fun last week keeping Jamie Wilson behind me. That was
I'm sure I put the
that wasn't easy.
value I used on those, but I pretty much used fixed value.
Oh, I just
he's had a bit of bad luck the last few rounds, hasn't he?
I just see those other cards.
He took an early pit, I think, didn't he?
He said, "Why was he so far back and behind me? Didn't we coming together?"
I don't know. I was at the back, so I didn't see anything.
I see Chris go off, and someone else went off.
Dan went off. Dan went off at the beginning.
Rene disappeared, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he totaled the car. I don't know where. I didn't see that because it was just after I'd been knocked off.
But it says here we had 1 incident point, so you only get 1 for a big crash. I don't know how that works.
No, I don't know. Unless he just had enough and quit.
Maybe.
Unless
it's PC or something dies, you never know, do you?
Yeah, you don't know if there's...
Blimey. Right, I'm going to get off boys and kills.
Yeah, take care, mate.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, thank you.
Next season.
Yeah, see you next season. Yeah, good job, everyone. Well done this season. Great racing. Peace.
Take care, wait.
AM-class champion, Dan Lewis, everybody.
Are they going to get us in? Oh, hello.
I'm back.
You are back?
Yeah, I think you'll be dragged in.
Right.
You are back.
We have probably got just enough.
They asked me, no doubt you're going out to pro-ams, and I'm like, well, I've discussed this if I change cars. They went, oh.
Oh boy, that's going to be interesting.
Hello.
Good evening to Fiona.
Hello.
Good evening to good evening to Chris.
Good evening.
Evening. So, it's getting a bit crowded in this room, mind.
Sorry, my fault.
Yeah.
It's squashed.
But can we not fart like you did last time, Jay? Because that's a bit much.
Don't touch the wood. Just
yeah. Whoa. Yeah.
It's already claimed by Wobbly.
So, Paul, first of all.
Hello.
Talk us through your race. You finished, was it third in class? No, fourth in class, wasn't it? It was Dan, then Rob, then Deck, then you. Is that right?
No, Deck's still pro-am. Rob Sutton doesn't count because he's
that's what me said then.
You what?
Saying if Rob doesn't count, does that put me third?
No, it doesn't. Try again.
Rob was a casual, he don't count, so I'll say I'm second in class.
Right, okay, fair enough. Second in the point score in the class, definitely.
Yes.
Nice, tidy race overall. Didn't see any kerfuffles, unless I missed them, which is entirely possible because I was on the cameras. You've had a great season as well, a very tidy season. A couple of incidents along the route, but ultimately, I'm just having a quick look at the standings to figure out where you've ended up.
Second in arms.
Second, yeah, because Chris, I don't think you've scored enough points tonight. No way.
No.
To overhaul the difference there. It was 33 points, is it? Yeah. 33 points was the difference, and you won't have. Well, he's only pulled away from you, really, hasn't he?
Yep.
And yourself, Chris. Again, solid season. Third step on that podium. Certificates come your way for both of you. It's been one of the best seasons for racing, in my opinion. Let me get Chris's car on the screen so everybody knows who we're talking about. You know, to come second and third in the AM Class Championship is a real battle these days. Dan, you'll be glad to know, will move up into Pro-Am next season. And you know,
got a plan, hasn't he? I'll stay in arms if I change car. Don't mind all that.
Yeah, yeah.
Paul said he wants to move up to Pro-Am with him.
Oh, stop trying to make room, Fee. Stop trying to make room. But there's plenty of names in this championship. There was 16 signed up, only 13 actually raced, and then 12 that raced multiple times. It's good, healthy numbers in the AM class. At one time it was quite a small field. Now it's a much more developed affair, with some really good battles going on. So let me get Fee's car on the screen so we can all see that one as well. And Fee, it's been a bit of a rough ride this evening. Did you pop up for tyres? I can't remember.
No. No,
you didn't. Others did.
On the start, I went down the inside of somebody and got squeezed into the pit wall. So the first stint, I was driving down the straight. I was turning right. So
okay.
Yeah, that was Deck, and it wasn't his fault. I was on his outside. He clipped me, and then it was completely innocent. He caught my back end. He backed out, but it pushed him into you.
Yeah, no, I wasn't blaming anybody. Just saying.
Yeah, no.
I struggled on until I got to a pit stop window. You probably noticed it pretty early for me.
Yeah, we noted that actually, and we thought some thought there might have been a fuel thing going on in there, which was entirely possible given the window at which you had pitted. It was after the 15-minute mark.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's you can see it on your car there that you're doing a lot of steering. Oh, that's a lot of steering input. You're going to tie your arms together in a minute. So yeah, that's a lot of lock on that wheel. So yeah, absolutely. That's something that's very much going to impede your progress. Have you enjoyed the season, though, Fee?
Yeah, it's been a good season, and everybody's race fair for the most part, and it's great fun.
Awesome stuff. Anybody you want? Go on.
I think I've said it before. This is one of the best and one of the toughest leagues I've ever raced in.
Oh wow! Well, that's great to hear. I have to say, absolutely fantastic to hear. That's the sort of thing that we really do want to hear. It makes our, effort, and there's quite a lot of effort goes in, more than worthwhile. So thanks. Anybody you want to shout out to at the end of this season 20, and you've been in how many seasons now? God, this must be your 10th season or more.
Lost count.
Yeah. But who do you want to thank?
Well, you guys, everybody who does all the work in the background to make it all possible for us. Congratulations to the champions, apart from Wobbly, of course.
Yeah, obviously. Well said. We're going to give Fee some extra points at the end of this.
Big shout out for me teammates.
Right. Very good. And Chris, same question for you. You came third in the championship, which is no small feat. Who do you want to shout out to and share your celebrations with?
Yeah, it was a hard-fought battle, and it was fair. Most of the racing throughout the season's always been fair. So yeah, I'd like to thank yourselves for putting the show on, and everybody in the background, like Fee said. And obviously, all the AMs that I was racing with had some good battles with Paul. Had some really good battles with Chesney as well. Just unfortunately, Dan had pulled away by the end, and we were nowhere near him. So yeah, it was really good. And thanks to the team for supporting us right through. Because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have been anywhere near. So I definitely wouldn't have got third. So yeah, just thanks to everyone.
And Paul, best of the rest after Dan in that particular category of cars. It's not easy being consistent, even in I'm going to say it, forgive the language I use, I don't know, in the slower of the categories, it's still individually a challenge to stay and maintain a consistent standard, right?
It is, yeah. I mean, I caught the battle with Jamie Wilson at the end of the first race last week. That was fun. I was quite enjoying keeping him behind. But I just wanted to say, like, I felt a bit bad for Chris tonight because him and Deckard are coming together, and that allowed me just to sort of extend on the fuel. I saved a bit, and I actually went in and changed tyres as well. So it was quite a relaxing night for me tonight. But I would have rather had a good battle with him. So it's been good all season. Mr. Lewis, I mean, yeah, he's really picked up the pace. So I actually think you should say he's not allowed in the Audi, and he's definitely going to Pro-Ams next season.
I agree.
Shout out to you guys, Jay, Pete, and Sam. We put everything together, and the commentary is great. And thanks for getting the points up so quickly as well. That was good to see. And I like the Safe Driver Award. I think that's a good way to do it with the points coming off. It encourages the safe driving. So, yes, really good. And I think the standout moment for me was probably that Dex win in the wet at the Nürburgring Combined. That was amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's the standard, one of the standard wins for me. And Mr. Lewis regularly pushing them up there in the Pro-Ams where he belongs. And all the championships were close when a lot of them come down to the wire. So that's exactly what we want in the league. So good standards, and yeah, I really enjoy it. So I want to say thank you, and I'll definitely be back next season.
That's great to hear. In that case, in and all. Go on.
So well done, Chris.
Yeah, thank you. Well done.
Cool. Right, in order. Paul Hurley, great having you racing. Look forward to seeing you next season. And we'll see you next time.
Thank you very much.
There we go. Chris Dixon, same for you. Thanks for racing with us. It's been a pleasure. And we will hopefully see you this time next season, fighting it out for yet another podium position in the AM class.
Yeah, you definitely will. I'll be there. And thank you very much. And good night, everyone.
Good stuff. Night. And finally, Fee. We, again, look forward to seeing you this time next season. And hopefully you'll be back. You've not got ice hockey until September, have you?
I haven't, no. But my mother's took a turn for the worst just like this. I might miss a few through the summer depending on how she is.
Right, well we wish her the very best.
I'll do my best to get in anyway.
Okay, yeah, we know you got some individual challenges, but hopefully she's She's doing as well as she can. I'm sure she will do. And we will see you this time next season, hopefully. Fiona Siddons.
Good night, everybody.
That's fucked me over. And also,